again. I'm
Yeah, nice.
That's cool. I suck dick like Bob Saget. When I come around, I look like a maggot.
That's good.
That was cute.
It's great.
I liked it. Very nice. You got anything else in there, Taylor? Not Swift.
Taylor not so swift.
Taylor Grift.
Three friends, one merchant love-brain musician, let burn. Just kidding now, well he sings in two bands. Stay right here, listen to Zero Idea.
Taylor drift out of here.
Look at him, you don't like this part. He was just singing his ass off. Now he's all quiet. Like, God damn it.
We've been back on the air. We've been recording for 5 seconds, and he said, "F it already." Yeah.
Yeah, we're recording.
Good job.
Nice song. It's okay.
Nice
it's
song.
Back.
You don't need to hold. I don't really need to hold the mic at all.
No, you should. But you don't really have to.
Let me sit on the casting couch and hold this mic like a dick.
See, that's what I needed.
Oh, just make a little Manhattan there.
That's what I needed from you, just to turn it.
Looks like a Negroni.
Does look like a Negroni.
That is
A Negroni.
No, it's a Belvedere.
Ooh, Bouvier.
Yes.
Love those.
That one.
Guys,
Did you ever see if he
bougie
had limes?
bitches.
What'd you say?
See if you had limes.
I didn't even look, bro.
It's a Manhattan.
I know I don't have
with
limes.
gin.
I'm about to say,
No shot.
everybody knows what they have in their fridge, dude.
Except for Mike. IDK. That's what I got.
If you asked me
And then
right
you-
now if I had a lime in my fridge, I would probably say yeah, but I don't actually know for sure.
I-
I'd have
well,
to, I'd have to
I
look.
would say I don't have limes, but I have lime juice.
I have lime juice, yes.
I hate that stuff, that fake lime juice.
You made him a
stuff.
little upset that I
Yeah.
just said that.
Because that's all he really wants.
Yeah.
It's so
I
funny.
just want to know, like, your wife is so much nicer than you.
Dude, you don't even know how nice I am.
No, you're one of the biggest dicks in the world.
Well, I just give it where I see that it needs to go.
But I actually on the way here I was thinking.
I don't know what that meant. But
I don't know
I want
either.
you to know,
yeah?
I forgive you.
Oh, my
For
gosh.
what?
No,
We're going to do this?
I forgive you, Mike.
Good. You should.
No,
'Cause-
look at me.
What do you want?
This is
Doing
ridiculous.
Sword
they've never
fight?
seen Good Will Hunting. They've never seen it, so they
Never
don't.
seen
They
Good Will
don't.
Hunting.
They haven't seen
Oh,
it. They don't get the
God.
reference.
I'm supposed to start crying, right?
It's
like when
not
somebody
your
stares at you
fault.
and
Is the
goes,
line?
It's not your fault.
Yeah, he needed that.
I tried my best.
Yeah, no,
He
I
didn't-
get it. I get
yeah,
it.
he
You've never
didn't-
seen.
They've never seen it,
Oh, we
dude.
talked about this before.
Mike did finally start watching a show.
What show?
though. I saw your story.
Mindhunter?
Yeah.
So
I told you
so
about
dang
that.
good.
I did.
Bro, I come around when I come around. You know?
It's a good show.
It's
No idea.
amazing. It's so
It
good.
gets better.
Although,
Way better.
Although.
That big guy's freaky.
Yeah, he's so creepy. Although, you should have heard it in the headphones. Although,
You look like such a loser. Take your headphones off and relax.
I'm trying to hear people, so we're not.
Mindhunter
I'll
is
take it
the
off here in a
show.
second. Yeah, the panic attacks are like ruining it for me. It's like, come on. Like, I don't need to see that on TV, dude. It's so annoying.
has
I don't want to see
panic
this guy.
attacks?
I don't want to see him crippling down. Like, I know panic attacks
Like-
are real. They happen.
The main guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about those. I think they started to
Do they go away?
I think they get away from that
Good.
they have a
It's so
story.
annoying.
They have a good enough story without that. I think.
Like, dude, everyone has like panic
Yeah.
attacks. Like they do, but some people are better at handling
I
them.
forgot about that.
Yeah, that
So
part
maybe
sucks.
it goes away, just like that, like his girlfriend. How far away? How far into it?
Not to the girl right yet, there, but she
No,
did go
like,
away.
there
You
we
saw
go.
her.
Yeah, she's the beginning. They had a lot of like stuff they had to kind of get rid of.
That was nice.
and they
Very-
did. They
very
got rid of it.
Yeah. No, it's a great show. Yeah, but anyways,
They need to make another season.
what
They need to make
what
another
seasons
season.
are they on right
It's
now?
only like 2, and that's it. Then I don't think they'll make it anymore. They need to make
Well, that
another one.
lead guy's in like some M. Night Shyamalan movie that's coming out.
Oh, really?
Shyamalan.
Have you guys watched the Dahmer series?
Yeah,
No, I don't,
think
and
that
I'm
need
not
be-
going to.
Don't think that needed to be made.
Nope.
It's tough to watch.
Well,
I
my thing is,
haven't watched it.
my thing is like I've already known about the guy. I'm sure most of us have. I've dived into it though, and like I never thought it was like something that needed to be made.
I'm not really into glorifying serial
you.
killers either.
But I'm not trying to be a
He's not being
nerd.
glorified though.
Are you kidding?
Making money.
How's
Dude, he's
it
like a pop
glorified?
culture icon now.
That's what it is
he
to me,
was
dude.
before then too, though.
I understand that, but they're making all this money off of him, and I feel like the victim's family should be getting some of
But
this
that's
cash.
bullshit.
Extremely
That's
do.
bullshit, Brent. Because like, what about 9/11 movies? What about
Every
whatever?
movie, dude.
You're gonna have to
Okay.
go over
true
every single
story.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, well you have a
I'm
point.
not trying to prove you wrong.
No, but you have a point.
I know. That's
But-
why I haven't said anything about it because like that's why because I always think of like a counterpoint to mine, and
Right.
I was like immediately shut down from that. But
I mean, Titanic.
let's not have him kill a guy.
Titanic.
Let's not have him.
Everyone.
Let's not have him kill a guy and then start making out with him and stuff. Like the dude's dead. And he's like on him.
They
like,
show all that.
yes. So
Yeah, I don't need
They've
to watch
gotten
that.
out of control with what they
Well-
feel they need to show.
See, we were talking about that last week
like
with all
shot.
the dicks.
Yeah, they don't need
but
to.
to be
yeah.
honest, when I listen to when I listen to like actual crime episodes, I picture that shit anyways. You know, so what's the difference?
Yeah, I don't picture
I
that.
kind of picture like what's happening, and it's like, oh, like if it'll get. That's why that one case really ruined me. Was that Dean Coral guy? Like that was too much to envision. It was
Dean
awful.
Coral.
Dean Corll, yeah. And then the lead singer of Lost Prophets.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Dude, apparently in the transcripts to the court case, people that watch weird shit like online were on Reddit saying like that one was too much. Like, don't do it. I know you think you can handle it. Don't do it. Don't read them.
Why would you?
Well, infants and shit, dude.
This is a little bit of a side note, but Jake, you told us about Serial like a long time ago.
Serial.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think they let him out. Yeah,
I did. Yeah. What's his name?
I don't know.
Adnan
Saeed or something.
they let him out.
Syed, yeah.
That was wasn't that a great podcast? That was like one of the OG podcasts.
The second one wasn't very good.
S-Town?
The one about like the cop, the lady, like.
Oh, yeah.
That was trash.
But S-Town was really good. Did you
S-Town?
listen to S-Town?
No, I haven't listened to
It's
S-Town.
excellent.
Yeah.
I just turned Mike's bathroom into S-Town.
Did you listen to S-Town?
Did you hear S-Town from down here?
actually
Yes.
did hear a little
I
bit.
don't know. Why are you shitting that loud?
We did actually hear some of that.
Dude, I don't.
It was bassy because the thing's right there. And it's funny because I've went shit before a show, pre-show shits.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
above
yeah.
you guys. I was like, oh, they heard that.
No.
Yep. But
Never.
I definitely heard it now.
Dude, I could
Because
not.
like mine was never that loud.
I could not hold.
We got to get
I-
our pre-show vibe back a little bit with some music or something. You know, like a little bit of...
Well, there's
Post edit,
nobody
bro.
on the computer right now.
Post
Should we,
edit.
should we
No, like for our sake. For
I feel
for
fine.
your sake.
You feel?
Oh, I
What,
good.
you feel weird?
should we bring
No,
back the
I'm good.
99s?
Do you feel weird here?
But we wouldn't
Jay?
have had to hear him.
Oh, you were talking
Yeah.
about before we even started recording.
Yeah.
I think you're talking about right now.
No.
You just threw my vibe off.
No,
a little
that's
bit.
because when we
No,
started, he's
before.
running like a maniac. And just,
Well,
First
I
one.
told. Did I not tell you guys?
Every
I'm
week
fine.
for the last 3 years. That's every Thursday.
I'm always
him just
making
running
changes.
around.
it's crazy.
I make changes and stuff.
I
that's
don't
all.
I walk inside here and I'm like,
Yeah, you don't know what's going on. Yeah, exactly.
he's like, I don't
I know.
have time to do this, but I did all this. Which is it? You don't have time to
How
do
comfortable is this right now?
It's pretty comfy.
I like it.
It's nice.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nothing in the middle. It's just nice and
it? There's
open.
nothing in the middle. There's so much room for activities.
yeah, we could Greco-Roman
Now the
wrestle.
thing is, I wasn't ready for it, but we'll have the clips here. This will be out of the way next. That's amazing.
Yeah, that'd be
Can't
great.
wait for that.
Yeah, that'd be
That
great.
actually might make me feel a little weird.
For a little bit because we're so used to this.
Yeah, you can hide
But-
behind these.
God, remember when we first started? Lean into the mic.
Yeah.
Lean into it.
Easy, Joe Rogan. All that stuff. I got one of those. I'm like, I know, but I gotta tell you.
We
So
should,
anyways,
yeah.
Jake's back. He's the new guy.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, we just,
Me and
summer-
Brett have just been.
Summer's over, bro.
Me and Brett have just been trying.
Trying.
Did a couple good ones.
There's a couple good ones.
bad
It's just, maybe it's just
We
me,
did-
but everything just turns into one big poo-poo dick joke.
Yes, every time we do it.
Every time.
I like it.
But we giggle like little kids. But
Yeah.
every time it's
I
poo-poo
like
dick
it.
jokes.
But Dad's back, so it's like you gotta clean up a little
Dad's
bit.
back.
You gotta
Right.
clean up a little bit.
I saw the thing in the notes that I put something under his note, and I was like, oh, boy.
I saw it.
What'd you put under his
I
note?
saw your note, and I knew about that. I was gonna put a clip for it.
Well-
Yeah.
The fishing tournament one.
Yeah.
I saw that, dude. Crazy. Well, we should say that we just came from Mr. Bain's funeral.
Yeah.
That is true.
Well,
Yeah.
more of a service than a funeral.
You, I know you had to leave, but
I didn't have to leave. I don't stick around for prayers, dog.
it wasn't prayers. They actually had like a bunch of people go up and give like
I think
talk
that
about
stories.
funeral.
It was awesome, and I am all for
It
that
was
now.
good. It was,
I'm all
yeah.
for that now.
Oh, you got to open mic because people want to say like
Get
that's
shit off the chest, right? It feels like you're
it's-
putting
Well,
it out there.
that
that's
I kinda
what it's
dig.
for. It's
It was
last
nice.
words.
I don't
yeah.
want to sit around for a reading from Corinthians or
Some
something.
of the
Yeah.
guys had some great stories of him.
Yeah,
just,
you could tell like he was a genius, and if he had like a super
And-
weird
and-
motor, he would go find this
And
the
there was
one
a
other guy on
room
the planet that
room
had
full
one
of
making friends.
geniuses.
Yeah,
yeah, and he actually had. He was like not supposed to be working from home, like with government stuff, and he was actually working in
Yeah.
his basement.
Yeah.
And the guy and he showed the guy what he was working with, and the guy's like, "Did you buy all that with like it's like
Said he had a
hundreds
spectrum
of,
analyzer
like
down there,
hundreds
which,
of
yeah, those
thousands
are
of dollars
expensive.
down in his basement." He's like, "Oh no, I bought it off eBay like for like 600 for 700 and just
broken.
fixed them."
Yeah,
Yeah.
And like it's a shit ton of equipment down there. And the
Well,
guy
that-
couldn't believe it.
That was Bob's thing. It's just buying like machining tools on the cheap and rebuilding them.
Yeah, and
Get
our
'em
buddy
back.
Bain is really kind of getting after it a little
the
bit.
one guy
yeah.
was super pumped that he had cleaned up the shop and all that.
Oh, y'all
That was
got to
cool.
go over there, man.
Now that's
it looks great.
I'm not trying to talk too much about it while Bain's not here because he'll come back one time and we'll get into it a little bit. But
Well-
I feel like Bain is kind of like I feel like as sons in general, we're, with dads, we kind of like. I don't want to do that. It's the same thing with like Felix right now, where if I want him to like get into something, I'm like showing it to him.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's kind of like, no, I'll get. He wants to go do something else. He wants to do
Right.
what he wants to
Yeah.
do. You can't force things on kids.
No.
You gotta find your own way. That's
Yeah,
how it
until
always
I feel
is.
like with Bane, it's kind of like he's always been kind of into it, but like now I think he's kind of going really
Yeah.
heavy into it,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
cool to see. And I wonder if like something. I'm not gonna be a critter keeper, but if I get more into something that my dad was into that when he's gone, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah. So on the way,
I never really thought about that.
What?
like being like, I mean.
Well, yeah,
I don't even know. Like, my dad was into like county softball and NASCAR, so mission accomplished.
I'm just saying, you probably are more into things than you realize. Like
Maybe.
it's just ingrained in you.
Maybe so.
Yeah, so it's just something we probably
you disrespect it, and then all of a sudden you appreciate it a lot more.
Yeah,
all of a sudden,
you get used to your teenage
and then
years
you hear
with it.
other people say like how rad it was, and you're like, wow, maybe my dad was kind of pretty cool. Actually,
I want to be like that too. You know,
Yeah.
that's why it was cool. We should get Bane on and talk about it. I want to hear some of
Well,
those.
on the way out, this Amish guy was there who was like a welder, and
I met him.
gave Bane
So
a big
funny.
hug and was like, "See you later." And Bane said, "Call me sometime, man." And the guy just walked away. And then Bane said, "I never know how to say goodbye to him." And I was like, "Not like that."
Not like that. Well, remember,
he doesn't have a phone.
Remember.
I know they can. They can probably get
That
a
guy
hold.
actually made him some kind of Brett.
You're
That
good.
guy made some kind of like thing for his the machine you guys working on.
Mm-hmm.
That guy actually bent some kind of metal and stuff, and he actually works with like a lathe.
He's like
and
a
stuff.
top welder. Yeah,
He's
I mean,
like, dude, there
he's
were
one
so
of the best
many people
welders.
that were like geniuses there.
Oh, yeah.
Not that.
When we got that
lathe,
one like CNC machine or whatever the hell it was running,
Yeah.
dude, it's because it's got like a computer screen with a keyboard you've never seen, and like all kinds of joysticks and different buttons, and it just works this one thing and it makes things.
Brett's like bright colors, big button.
Dude, it was so it's alien technology to me.
So what was your dad into? What is something your dad's into that you think you might be more into? You know, you might be into one day.
I
You
have
might get
no
more
idea,
into.
bro.
Mine would probably be reading like novels that he wants me to read. Like he always had bookshelves. Like
We covered this before. I wish I
We never
would.
covered this.
No. I'm just saying books in general.
Yeah, sure.
God, I wish I enjoyed
You
reading.
always say this. I don't believe you then.
I wish I enjoyed it. I can't read.
You can, dude. You just
My
have not
comprehend-
gotten the right book.
My comprehension is so bad.
Yeah. I'm thinking Audible just kind of isn't covering it anymore. Like I think I do see the need for like book. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like them both.
I do too.
like them both.
Depends
I'm
on the story, right?
currently in 2 books. Yeah, one on Audible and one regular, and it's fine. I like it.
Wes, what's something your dad was into that you think you would be more into later? Like you haven't really been into yet.
Well,
Climbing walls?
My
Fences?
dad left my mom if I was born, so
You're gonna get into that divorcing. Just go around.
no.
Thank you.
My stepdad who raised me was really into guns. I got into guns for a while, so
Not so much anymore.
no, because it's expensive.
It is expensive.
Like I mean, but then I'm like, if I go golfing, I spend $50 too every time, you know. But when you go shoot ammo, you spend $50 every time.
It's
More than
expensive
that.
for sure.
Yeah,
That Class B and Vinny did was pretty dang expensive.
yeah,
he's-
but they
he's
covered
willing to,
everything
like,
for you.
Everything.
he's real
$500.
into prepping now. Like he's got this piece of land on Kentucky, and like he puts up like concertina wire all around it.
I like the idea of that.
And he
That's
built funnel
rad.
points. So he's like, not enough to go around, so I just funnel it so I can see where they're coming.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a classic like war tactic.
Yeah.
That's
He'll have
pretty tight.
He has what they call IV parties.
Wait,
where him and his friends,
what's he funneling?
People.
No, but what with what?
concertina wire.
It's concertina.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Sorry, razor
Yeah.
wire.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, dude, he has that just chilling.
Like
Yeah.
Take your grandkids there.
His property looks like
Don't
the
touch
beaches
the
in Normandy.
wire.
Yeah, pretty much.
He has they have IV parties.
What's that?
So where they
hang
all,
out with their eye, like
they will come.
oxygen
Friends
room?
will come over and they'll practice giving each other IVs.
Yeah, he
like-
sounds like he's like
That's-
like one of them
that's kinda
upper
tight.
Michigan militias.
Like he.
All right,
a good
let's
too.
get the good stuff out now. We
They have a
practice. We're
group of
good.
about 20 people
Yeah.
who they vetted and they already know what their jobs will be if they have to move onto the property.
Dude, that's
Like, it's kinda
fucking
wild.
tight.
They all have like YouTube channels.
Dude,
Bob and Betty.
there are a few things on
The
this
real
planet
ones don't
that
have
feel better than a fucking IV. You feel like a superhero after an IV.
Never had one, dude.
never
Just
had an IV.
super
What's your story? I
hydrated.
had it, but I don't
Yeah,
remember. Like
I had-
I
Were you
was,
wasted?
no, just in such pain and
I had
things.
an IV, but I don't
Whenever
remember.
I
Like, you
had
should
an IV,
remember
it's
I had
because
like
I was about to get surgery or
salmonella
something.
I had like salmonella or like food poisoning real bad.
Yeah.
that. Oh, you're right.
And had to go to the hospital for like because I was just shitting my ass and they gave me an IV, dude. And
What
you,
else would you be shitting?
I mean, an IV feels so good.
I did see this
There's
homeless.
places in Vegas where you get an IV if you're hungover.
I saw.
There's a lot of those in a lot of
Places in
a lot of
DC they do it
cities.
now.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I saw a
Just go
video
get
of
one
this homeless
because.
dude sitting on the ground, another dude yelling at him. It's the worst video I've seen in a long time. One that made you like kind of rewind it and be like, God, that was awful, and rewatch it again. And then I watched it in slow motion. But this guy's standing there with like this.
Then I rewinded it.
It's like this little bag of something. You're wondering what it is, and the guy's telling him to move, and the guy's on the ground looking at the guy with the thing in his hand, and he just like looks back down. He's like ignoring him, right? And so the guy with the thing just right in the dude's face. and rubs it. It's human shit. Dude.
Man,
Doo-doo.
It was
is
like-
it homeless on homeless crime?
Yeah, I think so. But it's disgusting.
Remember bum
It's
fights?
like whatever Brent did
Yeah.
upstairs. Whatever Brent did upstairs, that's what I pictured. Yeah. That's that thing.
You haven't
That
gone
guy,
upstairs yet.
That's true.
the guy that started bum fights was on some
Dr.
news channel.
Phil.
Dr. Phil.
And he cut his
yeah.
hair and looked like Dr. Phil. And Dr. Phil was like,
Yeah.
just get
That's
off my,
hilarious.
get
Dr.
off my
Phil
show.
was like, I can't believe you're using people to make all this money. And he was like, look at what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, like the same thing.
get off my show.
Yeah.
That is, dude, it almost looked like a skit when they showed like his hair like that. I saw like a video of it recently. I was like, that's a skit, right?
Those guys would fight for like hoagies, bro.
Yeah,
that
He'd
was
give
one of
him
the
like
original
20
viral
bucks, blood
videos.
a
Like,
tooth. Like, here, pull your
yeah,
tooth out.
yeah, I
was
remember that
so-
one. I remember that one.
Dude, I saw the one guy who like jumped up in
What
the
an
air. And,
idea.
like, the guy jumped in the air and landed
There
like
were
his
some bad
knee
ones.
down on his face.
Yeah, they would beat each other.
Didn't he?
bad.
But he went to jail for that, didn't he?
I don't know.
Fight guy.
I don't
Why would you
know.
jail for
Yeah, I
that?
don't know why.
I don't know.
I feel okay.
You
I
think
feel
this
like
fishing tournament guy should go to jail?
I feel like some people there should be like some kind of
No.
vote or something where if
No,
someone does something
they didn't.
illegal and it's good enough, they should just get away with it. Right? There was this one thing I saw where the CCTV was watching this bank truck. It was at a stop. The guy just left for some reason to go to get his phone out of the front of the truck. And this guy sees no. It's more like
Yeah, I don't
holy
know if it's like a
shit.
bag of
Dude,
money.
it was gold flakes inside of a big case. Gold flakes so heavy that he was like
Yeah.
killing himself, walking away. They never caught the guy, by the way. They have him on camera walking down the street, like having to take breaks.
Yeah.
They have him walking the
So
street.
much-
They never caught him.
Yeah,
Gold
I'm down with
flakes.
that.
How do you?
I feel like he should just get away with it.
But how do you,
He's
how
scot
do you
free.
sell?
No, I think you have to get
gold
away with
flakes?
it.
Yes.
And he did. So
Like
that's part of
you
it.
don't chase that guy, right? We're not putting resources towards that. He got away. It was like it was like 2 point something million of gold flakes.
Oh my goodness, which
a
is
lot of
literally
gold.
nothing for like a bank or whatever, but
Yeah.
still.
Like,
It's
how
all
do you
it's
travel?
all insured.
Did you just take a couple trips back and forth, like carrying it in book bags? Like, how do you get it out of the country? Just move.
Oh, you just melt it and turn it into like I don't
Yeah.
know.
Make it,
I don't know.
smelt it down and make like a janky,
Couple gold bars and-
janky ass watch.
Jake started off real hot there. He started real good there, and then he's just like, I don't know. He just gave
Never
up.
mind.
He's like,
Don't
someone's
look too
gonna hear
close to
this.
the video.
Find somebody.
It
with-
was me.
He's like, people are listening to
What are
this.
those things called that
Yeah,
you,
what you're
you
saying.
melt down?
Am I thinking out loud? again?
Crucible. Find somebody with one of those crucible things that melts shit down.
Yeah.
You don't even have to get that hot. Yeah, melt it.
Gold's
and then
melting point is
turn it into
low.
a bar and then sit on it for like 5 years and then sell it
Yeah.
for 2.2 million.
Yeah, but you're forgetting that he was on CCTV. Kind of got to move quick. He's got to get out of there.
He's got to get on
People know him,
the dark
and it was-
web
yeah.
immediately and then find a buyer.
The
dark
dark
web.
web. Is it that easy?
I don't
Thank
know.
you. Like
You
I was
have-
just about to
you
say.
I know how to do it.
Do you really?
You have to get Tor. You have to get a whole nother browser. You have to download all this stuff, and it's not good. Don't do it.
I'm not going to at all.
They say 99% of the internet is actually not, visible.
what you
like
see.
what you can Google.
Oh, I don't
There's
like that, Jake.
Yeah,
Like deep water.
99%
It's like-
of what you think is the internet is not even. You can't visit.
How many VPNs do you need to actually successfully get on the dark web without getting caught?
You can get on the dark web with it. You can
It's,
get
it's
on.
legal?
Well, yeah. It's,
Oh, I thought it was illegal.
what you do on the
Yeah.
dark web is not legal.
Like buy like kidneys and shit?
Kidneys, kids, weapons, whatever. You can buy like missiles on there, dude. You can buy any. But half of them is like the U.S. government and all these other governments are also like, they're on there too. And, they're trying to catch all the bad guys. But yeah, the Silk Road. That was like the original.
What?
That was like the Silk Road. That was like the Amazon of the dark web.
Oh, I never heard
Silk
of that.
Road.
You never heard of that?
I have, but I don't.
Well, the Silk Road in ancient history is like the
Yeah.
road between the east and the west.
where
you
all
know,
the trading
China,
happened. Yeah.
across to like
well, now
Europe,
it makes
where
more
and then
sense.
they named the first big like
Commodity.
marketplace or whatever on the dark web was called. Silk
Imagine
Road.
when they first like held silk. They were like, what?
Yeah, and like
Like
purple,
traded. I'm saying. Like,
remember?
yeah.
Purple was like hard to get to.
Just fucking
Indigo.
Just milking spiders. Boat parking story. You had a boat parking story?
Yeah. So we all had a story.
Was I
So-
there?
Yeah, you were there. Remember, Brent?
Okay.
It was just a funny story. So Brent, me
Oh,
and Mike had a
God.
couple nights in a couple weekends in a row where we went on the boat like after dark.
Those
and
are the
then came
best
back
rides, by the
after
way.
dark.
Dude, that was a
Well,
great ride.
Do you know how many
a couple weeks
people?
ago.
It was. You know how many people like will not go on the boat at dark?
Hilarious.
Charlie.
Well, we'll do it. No, he came around, dude.
Dude got
he
an
said,
Uber.
"I will go on the boat with you at night," and we did. But it wasn't that dark yet. But anyway, so Brent's band was playing,
Dipped his
and I was
toes.
late coming home from somewhere. I can't remember where I was coming home from. Mike was like, "I'll ride with you on the boat to see Brent play at Seabreeze." Mike went to Seabreeze first, got a drink, and then came to my house and rode back with me on
And I had
the
to
boat,
give my
which
drink
was
to-
awesome.
I had to get my drink to Ryan to leave because I just got it. Like I just like parked to stand there.
It
You're
was
like,
cool.
you're like, I'm headed home. I'm like, cool. Here.
Oh, I was coming in from the Shades. I don't know what I was doing.
I literally
So
saw
was like,
one
I'm
song
going.
and left.
I know.
It was pretty cool.
I was like, I thought Mike was here.
Let's go.
The show back up with Elias and Paul came too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And anyway, there was no boats out there because most people don't come by boat at night. And we looked out.
I mean,
at
it's a
the pier.
big pier. It's huge.
Plenty of parking.
It's a huge
Plenty
big
of
T
parking.
like that goes out towards the
And
water.
there's no other boats
Nope.
out there.
And the top of the T is further away from you, obviously. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
and then we look out there, and there's a boat up underneath of my boat.
There's no other boats.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
just
like,
Jake's
what
boat
the?
and this guy's
yeah.
boat. And Jake parked as far to the end as he could.
Yeah, it was so stupid. So stupid.
He couldn't park anymore.
I never saw the guy. So we walk out there. I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. The boat wasn't even tied up.
He ran.
It wasn't?
It wasn't even
up?
tied up. There was it had a line across the pier, but it wasn't tied to anything. It had obviously
somehow was
drifted
keeping it-
around and
His
got
accent.
stuck under my boat, and then I dragged it back around. We tied it up.
The nose was under his
You
nose.
tied someone else's boat up for him.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna set it adrift.
Oh, you
would've
should have.
said
You
it
should have
drift.
went
You guys are assholes.
Viking funeral. Push it
That's
out.
right,
Fuck
exactly.
you.
I'm not gonna set it
Call
adrift.
it a day.
Anyway, we missed it when they left because I was trying to watch and see who it was. Whoever it was missed that whole episode of us dragging the
They
boat
just got on their
around.
boat like nothing happened.
Yeah.
It's like,
Probably-
how many times has that
It
happened?
probably
to me?
wasn't. It couldn't have been in the same spot.
If
Couldn't have
DNR
been.
was there, they would have been arrested immediately. They're probably so drunk.
Well,
Then you start thinking about how many times that happened to your boat, but you didn't know.
dude,
Someone's fixed your boat.
yeah, I know. I'm like, huh. That actually, dude. When I used to work on tugboats, one time we parked at Fells Point, right downtown in Baltimore, and we all went ashore, and we got pretty drunk. Came back, and we had like this real young kid who we made. You're in charge of the boat tonight. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't make sure no one does anything. But we're tied up right downtown at Fells Point.
That's rad.
Dude, it was like the middle of the night. I was back, and the captain was back, and he was like passed out up in the wheelhouse on the couch. And all of a sudden, we're drifting away from the the thing. These two dudes, like, I don't know, college dudes or whatever, they were wasted. They took our lines off and threw them in the water.
Oh.
And these are
I'd be
big.
so
These are
mad.
big lines.
Yeah, those big fat ropes.
And the young guy that was like brand new came and got
Why
me
would
and
they
he was
do
screaming.
that? Think
Yeah,
about
he
that.
came, woke me up, and I was like,
Dude.
not ready to get up.
White people do stupid shit when
a lot
they're
of
drunk.
lunatics in the military.
I've
and
done stupid stuff.
Yeah, well, we all
like,
have.
hit us, like take a stop sign, or like dumb stuff like that.
Right, for no reason.
No reason.
Don't get anything
someone's
out of
gonna
it.
zip through there. Probably caused a car accident.
Yeah, probably.
What's the stupidest thing you've ever done that you'll say on camera?
Drunk?
Just drunk or sober, doesn't matter.
Stupidest thing you've ever done.
What's something you think back at like that was really really stupid?
Oh, boy.
Like,
Besides,
dude, I
like
would-
driving and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Just
This is an hour-long show, guys.
I would need to think like hard and like because I'm sure I'm like just I blocked something out that I did.
We were egging, me and Kenny. We already told the story though, but me and Kenny were egging cars going down the road.
Oh
Nighttime.
yeah.
Yeah, and they chase you down.
They chased me down. They were gonna. They
Oh.
offered to break my legs.
I think these people have died or either sold that
No,
house.
thank
but
you, sir.
that night I got good and drunk at a current administrator's
When you walked
house.
yeah.
Oh,
Don't want to say any names because even though he's a fucking asshole.
I like how he smiled at no camera over there.
Oh, it's over there. I'm such an idiot.
That was really
Smiled
stupid.
at the TV.
Me and two other acquaintances unloaded like 3 dozen eggs on a single house.
about
I
you,
can't tell you the
Jake?
dumbest thing I've done, but I'll tell you the last dumbest thing I did, which was like 2 days ago. I was holding Sunny, and it was dark, and Sunny's my baby, and if anyone wants to know, and I had a
Just
wiffle
holding
ball
Sunny.
bat, and it was like sunny afternoon. Paul was pitching to me, and I was trying to, and he threw a
A heater.
he threw a bouncer, and I was like, I'm gonna Babe Ruth this thing out of there, and I swung like this, and I just cracked her right upside the head. Dude. I couldn't believe it. It made such a loud noise too, and everyone heard it, and I was like, "You okay? You okay? You okay?" And I walked away.
yeah.
She
Dude.
started crying.
Speaking of Sunny, remember it was in the middle of summer. Me and you were riding around on the fucking
dude.
golf cart.
That was scary. Actually,
It was just
I
me.
not
It was
pumped
me,
about
Jake,
that.
and Sunny. It's not funny, but this was really weird. We don't even know how she
I started funny.
somehow this
like, yeah, that's
child
funny.
had half a tomato in her.
A whole
Yeah.
tomato,
Like,
and
we
little
don't-
cherry tomatoes. Yeah.
We don't know how she got it though.
I think I figured it out because Heather would put them on the sink there and rinse them off.
Yeah.
And I think when she was holding her, like the whole time,
Yeah.
she snagged one from behind and
Pocketed
just was
it?
holding it the
Oh.
whole time, dude. And then we left, and like 15 minutes later, I'm looking down in the rearview mirror of the golf cart, and she's sitting on my lap, and she starts like, I could tell she was like not breathing.
Right.
I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? I could tell she was like slumping over, like she's not sleeping. She was just awake.
She was. Yeah.
And you know, they always say like, don't ever just reach in their mouth, but you
That's
can't
the
help
first thing
it.
I did.
You
I've
can't
done
help
it
it. I whoosh, grab this giant tomato out of there. The whole tomato was
Well,
down there.
if you're gonna do it, you should probably stick
You
to
gotta
the wall.
sweep. Yeah, you gotta sweep.
You gotta sweep.
Stick to
And
the
then,
wall.
you know, I was hitting her back pretty hard, and like it took her like a minute to start crying.
Yeah.
She was struggling.
Yeah.
There was some choking.
It was weird.
There was some choking, like
It was weird.
a picture I saw online before, something that one of those things that suck.
I got one.
You
I know
should
got
have.
one
Everyone
too,
should
right?
have one.
Yeah.
But I don't have one. But there was like literally a dead
got an
kid's like
off-brand.
throat that had. They showed a peanut that was in there. It was just a show.
Yeah.
It was just a little peanut, bro. Ended someone's life.
Dude, so
Crazy.
Death nut.
when we were in high school, me and a bunch of acquaintances would every Halloween, after Halloween, we would go and collect all the pumpkins and we put them in the trunk.
Jeez.
We would drive down.
Too bad Wes couldn't swallow pumpkin seed, right?
No, we would drive down a lot of neighborhoods, big neighborhood in St. Mary's County.
Yeah,
and
big
just
one.
smash.
Is it named
these-
Country Lakes?
That's funny.
No, we would smash.
It was,
these
Bre- it was
Big
Bretton Bay.
pumpkins.
It was Bretton
Oh,
Bay.
I won't
Oh
have to
yeah,
say
you're
what it
like,
was.
oh, rich kid.
And it was so much fun though. As a
Yeah.
kid,
Oh yeah, we
you're
did that.
taking those big pumpkins and just smashing it. Well, we had done one house like literally like nonstop. Like every couple months, we would just do their house. Finally, we did.
Why
it
do they have
again.
pumpkins every couple months?
Well, okay, doesn't matter.
Yeah, let's
So
let's
every
back this
year.
up here.
Sometimes every year, sometimes it's a baseball bat too, but that doesn't really matter.
I mean, they go bad pretty quick.
All right.
So he was the last house we did, and we'd always want to drive by to look at it like idiots. Like, oh, let's go look at the mailbox we just destroyed.
Well,
That's what
pyros
psychopaths do. Yeah, they
yeah.
return to their crime. Or
He was-
pyros,
yours just
whoever.
happened to
he
be
was standing in
pumpkins.
the middle. He was standing in the middle of the road, waiting.
Oh no.
There you are.
Were you guys doing this? Luckily, pop the
There
trunk.
you are,
There's no
Peter.
pumpkins. All the pumpkins were gone.
Oh,
You
shit.
actually listened to the guy and popped the trunk.
Yeah, you're a kid.
I
Not a
Dude.
dumb kid.
Dude,
know. Yeah,
I
pop
mean,
the trunk. Like, dude, you're not
dude,
the
when,
one
you're
you
a kid, when you're a kid,
You would have been a terrible
Dahmer.
Dahmer.
You're just like, okay,
Dude,
sure.
I'll never forget. It was New Year's Eve, 2000. Like so, 99 to 2000. Y2K was going to end the world. Me
99
and
to
James
2000.
Palmer and a couple other people were walking down in Golden Beach, just around. We were in
God,
like
you've
ninth
been
grade.
doing that long, huh?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Something's
We were
not
at Kevin Fields' house, so we were like allowed to go outside and walk around, and we weren't doing anything bad. Like we were not, and we were just walking around.
You would
and
say that on the podcast.
it was ninth
Yeah.
grade, dude. I didn't
Yeah.
have any beer. We were still at Victory.
I remember what Kevin did in 9th grade.
Yeah, well, he didn't do it that night.
Well, the people got to know now, huh?
James
It was
Palmer
a girl. His girlfriend.
was there, perfectly fine. Never had a beer in his whole life up to that point. And these cops roll up on us and was like shine us all, you know, with lights and
Up to
stuff.
that
And
point.
they made
We had one that night. That's what he said.
no,
That
not.
was a weird way you worded that.
Well, I meant like he said beer now.
Okay.
Okay.
He's like 40 years old.
I know. And they made him take a breathalyzer.
Wow.
They breathalyzed a ninth grader for no reason at all. No suspicion.
you-
I would never like put up with that today.
their
Now
defense-
that I know my
As a-
rules. No,
now,
not allowed to do that.
wouldn't- We were leaving Bretton Bay one time, me and Eli Black, and a deer
Dropping
literally
names.
ran into the side of his car. Like we're driving, we were
Yeah,
sober.
yeah.
Ran into the side of his car. We pull off. An off-duty cop shows up.
Yeah.
You guys okay? Like, yeah, we told him the story. Okay, and then I guess
been
he called-
drinking?
Another cop came. He's like, "You guys been drinking?" Like
hate that shit.
they made Eli do a sobriety test right there.
I'm never doing one of those ever.
I had-
He
No,
was
no.
We were like in 10th grade. And
I
was like,
refuse
"You don't have us
them."
drinking.
Yeah, well, I haven't
When
had
I-
a chance to, but I will.
Oh, I-
next
I
time.
took-
When I was like 19, I got pulled over going to Joey's Froggia's in the Bedford truck,
Oh, I miss Bedford.
and that thing like you had to keep the gas going to keep it
Running.
Yeah, so
It didn't idle.
You've told this story. It is really
I
funny.
got pulled over. I pulled over. Cops asked me questions, and I'm like, hey,
funny.
I'm answering him, and I'm like kind of revving the engine, like I'm about to take off.
so crazy.
He's like, wait, like, dude, he was getting pissed.
Dude, Bedford was straight pipe too.
He got pissed. He was like, "What are you doing? You about to take?" He like put his hand in there and everything. And I was like, "No, I have to do that to." Dude, he like pulled me out. I was explaining I have to do that to keep the engine on.
You're
And,
allowed
dude,
to do that, by
I
the way. It's not against the law.
I even took my
It's
foot.
not against the law. He's not allowed to pull you out of your car
I
for
took
it.
my foot off and it went.
You're like, thanks, Nate.
Thanks, dude.
You got a jumper
Hopefully,
cable.
So after
hopefully
my-
it starts, Dick.
Yeah, so after my breathalyzer, after my little
Yeah.
test, after everything, and I'm like, he's like, all right, you free to go? I was like, thanks.
Yeah,
He
can't
like
go
pulls
anywhere.
off, and I'm like, trying to start this thing up, dude. I
Dude,
go to
I
Joey's,
watch,
and I just start
um,
pounding beers.
I'm like big on these First Amendment audit videos now.
Dude, they're
I watched
great.
A lot of them.
they're great.
They're,
yeah.
they're so
Some of the
great.
people behind the camera are total nerd douchebags.
Oh,
though.
Do you
some
watch
of them
all
are
the
terrible.
post office ones? Or they go in the post office?
Yeah, Press NH
Yeah,
does
but when they
this.
walk
and-
around the police PD, like the building, like filming for no reason.
Yeah,
at all.
why are we doing
Well,
that?
That's because they're
I know.
exercising their First and
They're
Fourth
baiting.
Amendment rights.
Every cop should know
Yeah,
Fuck 'em.
they're
They should, but they
masturbating.
don't. They don't, and that's the
They
problem.
always go after
That's
'em.
why they're doing it, because these cops don't
They
know.
come out with their Oakley sunglasses on. Like, why are you here?
There's
what are
a
you doing?
local guy, Annapolis audit. He's not local. He's Annapolis. He's pretty good. He's gotten pretty good.
I was at a sobriety test checkpoint probably like a couple months ago.
They're just watching
No.
sobriety.
I pulled up and I was prepared, right?
I was at one.
I was going through
Saw one
it.
go down. I was
It
jamming.
was the Forest Park coming down 5.
Oh, wow.
Do the line.
And Mike, will you shut up for a second?
Dancing.
God.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Anyways, I pull up. I'm thinking I'm not doing nothing. Leave my window up. I don't answer questions. Don't answer questions.
Yeah, you're supposed to roll down a little bit.
But then I pull up. It was freaking Jesse Walter, Ashley Walter's husband. You guys know who he is?
Nope.
Yeah, I do. I know him
I'm
very
like,
well.
Oh God, it's Jesse.
I know him
I'm
very
like,
well.
What do you want, Jesse? Just give these out to people. I'm like, oh my God, all right, give it to me. And then just
He gave you what?
give me like a little.
It's a pamphlet
little
thing.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you said
It
a
wasn't.
breathalyzer.
It wasn't a real. It wasn't a real sobriety checkpoint.
Bro, when
It
we
was
were
just
young,
like,
we
hey,
had to go-
we could
Yeah,
do
but
it.
it's still
That's awful.
illegal search and seizure. I don't care what you say. It's the Fourth Amendment is being violated there. You're allowed to drive on the roads without having to interact with cops if you're not breaking the law.
I want Jake to have. I want Jake to do this. I want you to have your own YouTube
I don't want to do it.
and just go.
I don't like conflict like
just
that.
go down and walk.
It's annoying
what?
because no.
I don't. I don't want it.
You,
I would take
there's
it.
times when you're actually in the conflict and like you feel the elevation in your like blood.
I'm
you
not
feel,
good enough.
You feel your face
Yeah.
get red, like you can't. And then you start feeling a little nervous at the same time.
No, I don't want to argue with cops and all that stuff, but I am vehemently against DUI checkpoints.
Let's go back.
Vehemently.
I don't know if that's the right word.
Vehemently?
Vehemently.
No, vehemently is a word. Vehemently, maybe not.
Against DUI
Against.
checkpoints.
Carried off of your word, bro. you throw that word up and he tagged it.
Yeah, since you're so good at it. Since you're so good at
She's
it.
so good at it, bro. Serve it.
What'd I say?
Vehemently.
170.
Vehemently against.
Vehement.
Vehemently.
Then we got a Beach Boy story. So I had a Beach Boy shirt on, by the way. I get out of
You're
my.
more
It's a cool
appropriate.
shirt.
You're
I've been
more
wearing
appropriate
mine.
for
I've
the
been
funeral
wearing
home now than you were at the funeral
yeah.
home.
So
Mike wears a Beach Boys shirt to
I
the
get
fucking
You got to tell the whole
funeral
story from the
home, dude.
Changing
beginning
all
of the
black
day.
after the funeral.
I
That's
get
weird.
out of my.
I did. I changed my shirt.
I get out of my truck and I look around like at the funeral. I'm like, I look down and I'm like, oh my God, I have a tie-dye Beach Boys shirt on. And I'm like, oh well, I put a jacket on. I'm like sweating.
You will never be the worst dressed at a St. Mary's County
And I
funeral.
wasn't.
You
weren't?
cannot be. It
There
is impossible.
No.
You know, I really enjoy kind of the way, besides like their hair and stuff, the Amish gets
Besides their hair.
they just get to dress up like all the time.
They make
That
their
guy
own
smells,
clothes.
but
I
they
know,
do
it's
look
cool.
Dude, well,
cool.
dude, you know why they stink? They only bathe on Sundays.
Yeah.
That don't mean they don't stink.
Well, it's Thursday. Them motherfuckers
I know
right.
why they don't
But the
stink.
thing
they
was,
stink.
everybody was like that
And
back
that's
then. So like
dumb.
nobody probably noticed back then at all. It was just a normal smell.
I didn't
It's
get
just
close,
like if
I
you-
didn't get close
yeah, it
enough
is
to
a
him.
smell.
Oh boy!
He hugged Bane
nobody
right when I
ate.
was talking to him. So
There was 0 people going down on 0 people back then.
I
No,
disagree.
I disagree,
They
dude.
were.
They'll have like
That's-
13 million kids.
Smell dog.
They just
going
don't-
down. dog.
I understand that,
Not
but that's
slamming
foreplay,
for
bro.
2 minutes.
That's foreplay.
Bro, we have a friend.
Bro, they
that's-
didn't
we
care
have a
about-
friend that's told us he's bitten the bullet and gone down on some really bad chooch before.
Who's that?
Exactly. You don't have to do that. Why would he do that?
We just have a friend. I don't know.
we just have a friend.
Funky Chooch.
Yeah, I mean, all of it back then. They'd have like rose petals all shoved up their panties.
Oh God.
Yeah, they'd have.
Parfum.
Ugh.
What you got there, Jakey? A little terrapin?
Although I did
recreational oil
ask
here.
somebody
Terrible.
today. So Amanda's.
It's weird how Mike's arms are different color than his face.
His palms are too. You have to check.
Your whole face.
Oh my God.
You should. You
I'm
should
glad I kept the towel there.
You should see his mushroom tip. That thing is dark purple.
Hey, easy. Got a dark purple ring. My dick is normal color.
I also thought it was weird he made fun
Easy.
of Amish haircuts when he still rocks a Roman Greco haircut.
What's wrong with my haircut?
He looks like every Caesar emperor.
You do.
I mean, yeah, it is
Did
forward.
you ask for the Caesar?
It is forward, right? No, I actually just did it that way.
Just for
'cause
the Edgar?
I didn't mind all of it in the front. I did have it going up and over, and I was like,
He actually has like a Roman face. Like, he
Very,
has
very Romanesque.
Yes.
bro, I'll throw you in the pit. So you would have been dead.
He looks-
You would have been dead so long ago.
looks-
Oh, dude, thumbs down every day, all day. I'm just
You look
thumbs.
like
Hold on.
walking Phoenix.
There's 2 in
Octavius
there.
Augustus.
I'm not even
Some
joking.
in Jake's camera.
I'll joke with other people and stuff. Wes, I'm just gonna go.
He
Kill
does
him.
though. He looks like he's like from that era.
Yeah.
I would love to be
we
from
could
that
do
era.
better too. If we
Actually,
just
that
if we
era is
wet it down a little
disgusting.
bit.
Yeah.
Like that
You think
era
I
is
should get a
kinda gross.
haircut soon?
You need one.
You need one, Doug.
I want to.
I mean, your first show back.
I need the. Yeah, I need Jake.
I'm
need
here.
Jake,
I'm here,
what?
dog.
I need the real Jake. Will the real Jake please stand up?
Yeah.
Dude,
So
you see that white? You see that white towel over there on the right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be all over this wall. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna cover the wall.
that nobody's gonna see.
Well, I mean, it's not for everybody. What are you talking about? It's not for everybody else. Just for us.
So you just sit down here just working on shit? You gotta just come down here with nothing to do and just
Is it
work
done?
on stupid stuff.
Is it done? Is it done?
Well, you bought 2 different color ones.
I did by
He
accident.
will
Beach
literally
Boy-
spin.
Story.
Huh?
Beach Boy story.
Oh, Beach Boy story.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Sorry, I had to bring it up.
How-
They look awesome.
They do look awesome. I can't really
And
say
this
them.
will
I'm
be
just kind of
I'm
saying
gonna
that.
put LED on the bottom so they shine up and it only hits certain pyramids.
Oh, I like LEDs.
The
Good idea.
cameras won't work when he
love
comes
it.
out here still because he's so busy doing that.
What do you do, bitch?
He's not even allowed on
You
the
know,
screen.
you can't even work the Google. That's why you're sitting over there. You're in timeout, bitch.
I do love the fact that you're sitting like that.
Nobody knows where I'm sitting because there's no camera on
Nobody
me.
even knows. Exactly.
Yeah,
you don't even have a
nobody even
camera.
knows.
He's
You don't-
earning his
nobody
way
knows.
back up.
You don't get a camera yet.
He's got to earn his way back up.
Listen, I'm just not going to show up anymore.
You could have Googled a few things by now.
What do you want me to Google?
You were just texting your friends. over
Roman
there.
haircuts?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, Jesus.
I mean, my son's name is, his middle name is Aurelius. So that's,
And his first name is Felix.
and Felix, yeah. Both old names. Very good names. So anyways, we found a Felix back in Amanda's
Chain of
like
custody.
great
What do you call it?
grandfather.
Yeah.
Dude, no,
Family
no.
tree.
A tree.
With people dying, they for some reason, like her grandfather died, people just kind of like go to the family trees, go to the old photos,
Yeah.
go all this cool stuff that you
It's
just don't
really
really
cool.
look through.
Yeah.
And one of the family members had it all the way back to like 1500s and stuff, where they obviously came through Canada, but from France, Gagnon, and they actually had some
You
kind
said
of.
obviously like I was supposed to know
Yeah,
that.
like we know that. Ganon.
I thought that was a Canadian,
French Canadian.
right? French Canadian.
Well,
I knew,
yeah,
I knew
Gagnon.
France, right? You knew it was French, right? Oh,
No idea.
yeah. So,
Thought it
but
was
yeah.
American.
Well, they all came from Canada, and from Canada they came from France or whatever. And then they had some kind of town over there. It was literally called Gagnon. It was like Gagnon something. I don't know. But anyways, we saw some old pictures of these old ladies, and I was like, it made me think. And I said this out loud in front of like Chet and all them and everybody. I was like, what did women use as tampons back then?
Oh, my God.
Oh my God, what the fuck goes
What
through
do
your...
they do?
But what goes
They
through
had
your
'em.
mind at the
They had
most
rags, just rags. and they washed
inappropriate
them.
times? Like you just have the
They
most...
had
washed
better
them.
stuff than that by then.
I mean, I prepped everybody. I said
They
this is
had
gonna be
rags
weird.
in Bible times.
Yeah.
That's why like Proverbs talks about, you know,
The rags,
women's own
right?
rags.
It was just
yeah,
rags?
the rag. That's why he called
That's
it the
why
rag.
on the rag.
Yeah.
A rag always red, like when them hoes bleed.
You know what? I got a really good idea too, guys. For Zero Idea,
Lil Wayne.
Okay.
we're gonna get to the Beach Boys story.
I don't care.
For Zero Idea,
Yeah.
a story that you know about that's cool that you think everybody would have zero idea about in a minute with a glass like that. You have to explain it,
By
and
the
if it's cool,
sands of the
if
hourglass.
it's cool, it's not. It sucks. It sucks. If it's cool, it's cool. No?
Okay.
Can we
Okay.
just give you one of these now?
Yeah, probably. But I mean, it's at least
That
I'm
was
spitting
this
out
for
ideas.
everyone
Right?
that's looking.
Oh yeah, Wes
You like
isn't
that
allowed on
idea?
camera.
Ah, that's a good idea. Great idea.
There's so many cool stories in history that
Oh, we always try to tell a little bit of history, but
I know.
get a couple snippets.
Well, I had. Well,
It's fine. No, I
don't
get
know,
it.
I don't
do
know if you
get it.
guys
That's
listened.
why I was trying to make it fun, Jake.
I
Sorry.
don't know if you
No,
guys
that
listened a
sounds
couple
fun.
weeks ago, but I taught Mike about the male anatomy.
Yep, the dick and the reason we have a mushroom head
Yeah.
Reason we have a mushroom head. I didn't hear
to
it.
pull the cum out of
To pull
some-
enemy's jizz out of your lady's vagina.
not enemies, just
that
other
is
suitors.
so ridiculous.
I mean, it's dumb. It's so dumb.
Enemies.
it's so
Your dick's
ridiculous.
like,
That's why
there's
it's
more
shaped
coming
that
here.
way.
That
I
is
better
not.
grow. I
Dude,
better grow
yes,
sideways.
It is.
Wouldn't it pull your own
Yes,
cum
it
out?
is.
We
Where are
looked
you
it up.
pointing?
We looked it up.
I'm glad a computer says that, but that's not why God did it.
Yes, it, huh? because
hold on.
because jizz stays fresh in there for 48 hours, bro.
Brent,
Pull it
let's
out.
think about this for a second.
That would not work.
Let's think
Wouldn't
about
it
it.
pull your jizz out too?
No, because you're splurting forward.
Hold on.
What do you think theirs did?
Yeah. What do you think theirs does? Just
Hold on,
sit for
Brent.
walls?
Brent. Let's
The
think about
enemy.
this. No, seriously. Let's break this down. How? I mean, were they like actively like putting their fingers up there to try to pull cum out of girls? Hold on, to pull it out of their vaginas. That they're like, we need a better way. My dick should grow into a mushroom head. That way, when I'm already going to town,
that's what
it
the
can
mushroom
it
tip
can
is
do it at the same
for.
time.
Where did this come from? Evolution?
Hey,
That's what I'm saying.
Your God is an awesome
did,
God, Jake.
Why did the dick just be like, hey, you know what? When you guys snip me, then I'll have the mushroom head to pull back.
You don't. No. The mushroom head's there. Is it snipped or not, bro? What are you talking
No,
about?
it's kind of not as good of a
Have you ever did you just
It
pull the
is
skin
not
back,
a shovel.
it's
It's a jizz plow.
it does pull back when it's in there.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I mean,
bro.
it's a funny like thing, and it's
But
whatever.
hold on,
But
I'm not a
if you're-
hippie.
No. If you're circumcised or uncircumcised, when you pull back, that skin's just going right back up.
Thank
and
you.
It's covering the mushroom head.
Thank
No.
you.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not how it
You guys
works.
are
That's
not.
not how it works either.
I don't think so.
No, you guys are
What do you mean you
wrong.
don't think so?
It goes
y'all are uncircumcised.
Dude,
Thumbs out.
No,
Thank you.
no. That's only not. He needs to keep.
Yo,
He
she
needs
did
to
not just stay
camera.
in one spot.
Yes,
Dude,
yeah, it
Did you
stays.
show what I was doing?
When
That was too funny.
It was
when
funny.
you
He's got a sleeve on. Can you show people what he was doing real quick?
No, he can come in the
Yeah,
camera.
go- no, Jake, here you go.
No, I don't want to do it. Wes, get over here.
Show him what he said a uncircumcised dick does when it's inside.
He said it goes like this. And it
That's
goes like
not
that.
how
It
that
goes like
works.
this.
It just stays there.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
That's so dumb.
Physics would
Now
say
that I've done
otherwise.
that and
No.
watched it,
physics
When
would say
it,
otherwise.
when it,
no, it wouldn't.
when
skin
it's
just
erect,
stays
it's
there.
just like you're circumcised. It just goes.
No.
Yes, dude.
No,
so
I've seen
stupid.
some when
That's
they're
so
erect and it's like barely peeking out. It looks like Kenny from South Park.
No, dude, he's right. He is right. When they're erect, it's like it's not out of the skin yet, dude.
Some are.
It's like
supposed to
peeking.
be. It's
Some
supposed to
are-
be.
Yeah, some are.
It's like a
some are
crest.
still anteaters.
It's just a little bit. It's just a little bit. It's like
Oh my
crowning.
God. It's like a windsock at the
Do
airport.
we know anybody with an uncircumcised dick that we can like ask?
All right, Wes. We've just taken it too far somehow.
We can
Hold on.
You did it.
respect
Do I?
and look at.
I don't know anybody.
I know somebody.
What's his
I
name?
won't say it on here, but yeah,
What's it rhyme with?
my buzzing.
Your cousin?
My buzzing.
How'd you figure that out so quick? Nothing
Stupidest
is my
thing I've ever
Wes.
heard. Jesus Christ.
I actually thought about it.
It's like the next letter.
My buzzing. He got it before I did. I mean,
It's ridiculous.
Funny. That's funny.
I was right on your heels, but you did
no.
get it.
Oh shit! Beach Boys.
Oh, yeah, back to the Beach Boys.
What a tangent! I'm
Wouldn't it be
sweating.
nice?
If Mike
My
would
sheet.
finish.
This story. It wasn't me. It was him. He had a story.
Oh, you want me to tell it?
What story are we talking about here?
Well, I mean, the Beach
Tom.
Boys, we went to the concert, right?
Listen,
the concert sucked.
Nobody cares about the Beach Boys story.
I don't
or the
care
Beach
either.
Boys.
They're trash.
But I
Beach
want to
Boys are
tell you,
trash.
we were in Ocean
Listen,
City.
motherfucker. This is where like some things could spread out. We know how we take tangents,
Will you
right?
watch your mouth when you talk to me?
You and
It
your little Martin
was-
Luther King fucking glasses, Malcolm X,
You-
motherfucker.
wow, that's good. That's on point.
Shut up.
Keep going, Jacob.
Wow.
It was the morning of
He's
the Beach
sophisticated.
Boys
He's
concert.
fighting for the people.
The Beach Boys concert was like a Friday night, or maybe it was Saturday night. I don't know. We were in Ocean City. Mike was also in Ocean City, and we were at the beach.
Boys.
And I had given these tickets away like 3 times, and they came back to me because couldn't go. I'm like, dude, Mike,
don't want to go.
I'm like, dude, I had been wanting to go. And I'm like, we're leaving. We're going back.
yeah, we're going
early
home tonight,
from Ocean
anyways,
City.
or today.
We're
Let's
gonna do
just
it.
leave at 4.
This is at like in the morning. We went to the beach.
Yeah, we were sitting on the beach. And we're like, let's just leave here
God, they got a
together
good
at
life.
4 o'clock and drive straight to the concert.
Well, no,
And
Jake,
that plan got sideswiped.
yeah. Well, Jake started driving. I'm like,
Oh,
he's
that's
gonna-
different.
no,
wait,
it's-
what?
This is the same day.
Yeah, yeah, same day.
He started driving at like 4,
Yeah.
and then I couldn't leave because missing
He
him.
was gonna fly home.
But still was late. But they
The plan was to meet at my house and then take the boat down to Solomon's.
Fucking Miller time.
It was a wild day. We were in Ocean City in the day, and then
couldn't help it. But then I
Can't hide money.
I landed at the PAX airport, and there is an airport down there, people. And I went straight. And I dropped Amanda and Felix off at their Jackie's house. I go down to the
Oh, I
pier.
picked you up down there. Yeah, that's right.
I go down there pier. Here comes Jake. I mean,
with Paul and Jackson.
both of us literally had only been traveling.
Oh, I
the
drove
entire
for 4
time
hours
until
He
we
fly.
met.
I literally got out of my car and walked down to the boat.
Yeah.
Jackson and Paul had got some gas for me because I was like, if we're gonna make this work, I need some extra gas.
I literally got out of the
They
plane,
got on the boat.
drove to
yeah,
the
said
Jackie's
bye to the
house.
family.
God,
and
so you were there in
picked him
20
up.
minutes.
I know it's 20
Yeah, 20 minutes. He was. Yeah.
And
Took
then
me 5 hours to get there.
I just jump on this boat, and we just started crush. I had like 2 coolers we didn't even touch actually.
Yeah, you
But
did
we
bring
went-
a lot of beer because I didn't have any. I don't know. I can't remember.
Anyways, we get to the
Beach Boys, bro. Let's go get hammered.
dude.
They were
We
terrible.
missed the 4 Tops, right?
Yep, and the
The 4 Tops would
Temptations.
have crushed. They were, dude. The Beach Boys. It just sounded like they
Isn't there
play-
only one of them alive?
Yes, and it sounded like he just played a track and he's kind of sang really bad over top of it.
I was hoping they had some like heavier songs I didn't know about that would be cool. They
Heavier?
don't anything but what you've heard, and they don't
Dude,
have any of that.
It was
No,
just
dude, they all sound like I wish they all could be California girls.
Every single one. We actually were like, you want to like go walk around and do something different?
not anything else.
you want to
food.
just like maybe buy cocaine and leave?
the band we passed on the way in was better. The cover band at the Bug Eye
Yeah.
Grill.
A Bug Eye Grove was nice. I missed what
Well,
did it
I
used to
said
be?
I haven't been there.
What was it when we used to go there a lot in our 20s?
Oh yeah,
Catamarans.
Catamarans.
wow, what a pull! I couldn't remember.
And then
I went there
the
New
one where
Year's Eve.
CYB played all the time.
Catamarans got
Bad
rough.
Fish.
Bad Fish.
That's a
Talk,
nice place,
talk
too.
about
Bad
cocaine.
Fish.
Jesus Christ, that guy.
Oh my God, you're right.
My tab was never right.
I mean, I look like I was on cocaine. I'm kicking that door open.
No, dude. The dude that ran it with his little girlfriend in there,
You're right. Where's that guy at?
probably dead.
Probably
I
right.
like that place too.
I loved hanging out
If
there.
if the show Dahmer taught us anything, it's you don't let anybody make your drink. You don't
or
out
buy
of
you
sight.
one and bring it to you.
No, I'll
Well,
be there
you're
for it.
friends, not a new person.
But that
right?
wasn't a thing back then when that shit started.
Have
Dude,
you-
you should have. I
you
mean,
seen
this
that one
show,
inst-
you'll
you
never
seen that-
watch it. You'll never watch it, but dude, he tries so hard all the time to get fucking shit in people's drinks. It's
Dahmer?
disgusting. Yeah.
But
I might watch it one day.
I think
Go
about
ahead.
how much of that is exaggerated though, because you probably had to be a pro at some point. You know what I mean?
What do you mean exaggerated?
Like him fumbling for it, and like
Well,
he wouldn't stir it all the way to be a nasty film on top of it in the show. But like in real life, was he actually?
No.
Well,
Okay.
dude, but gay club's probably dark, dank.
Oh no, the one.
He did it when we
loud.
got to his apartment.
No.
Oh.
Okay, did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, well then the first episode was literally the last time he did it and got caught. And that's why there was chunks in there. He was getting lazy. He was like sloppy. He just thought he could do it all the time. And then there was another time where he accidentally gave him the guy the wrong thing,
that's the
and he
second
sipped
time.
it himself, and so he was kind of fucked up, trying to put. He's like, oh, I gotta drug this guy because then I'm gonna be drugged. Dude,
I mean, he should
it's
have
a
gave up
nightmare.
on that one.
It's
Yeah.
a nightmare. He killed a bunch of gay like black dudes the whole time.
One,
That's
and the
like
one dude,
bunch of-
the one dude escaped, right? And then
one dude escaped, and that's when he actually got caught. But another guy did escape. It was a 14-year-old
Like Asian kid.
Ew.
Filipino
Dude.
kid escaped. But when he escaped, before he escaped, he had he drilled into his skull and literally put acid inside it where his brain's at. Swished it around,
He was doing experiments on him, like
trying to make them zombies so he could do whatever he wanted with them.
Jeez.
Make them brain dead to where
Sex
they
zombies.
weren't dead and he could still do
like,
what he wanted.
they were
with
still
them.
warm.
Yep.
Yeah,
That man needed
pretty much.
VR badly. Could have saved a lot of lives.
So he leaves the house after he drills in this guy's skull and puts acid in there. He leaves the house to go get, because he's an alcoholic, he goes to drink beer or whatever. On his way back, there's cops and there's the next door neighbor and all this, and they're all like worried about this naked 14-year-old boy. They don't know he's 14. That's sitting there like and can't speak. He's all fucked up and everything. And Dahmer's just like, oh, that's my boyfriend. He's staying at the house. He gets drunk sometimes. This and that. The cops take him back to Dahmer's room, dude.
No. And
Yes.
left
Oh
him?
my!
And left him. Dahmer kills him like 30 minutes later.
Dude, the worst part is too, the neighbor
Tried.
calls
dude.
the
She's-
cops
Yep.
afterwards. It's like, are you sure that was?
Yep.
Like, are you sure? It looked like a boy to me. And the cop's like, ma'am, it's fine.
Dude, he
ma'am,
was
it's
14.
fine. And they played the actual like phone call.
Oh, really?
it
Like
was
the-
nuts.
Whoa.
Like,
Dude, he was 14. I mean, you can see pictures of him. He's 14.
Dude, the toughest part about it for me though was like at the end. So he gets really, really religious. Well, for what the show portrayed it, like he got baptized and was saved, and it's just like,
Nah, dude,
you know, like
you don't get that.
Oh,
really-
no,
it's-
you do.
You do, but it's hard for me now to be like, you know.
It's a show, dude. I don't know how. We don't
But
know.
it's real.
I know it happened, but I'm just saying we don't know. We didn't watch him every day of his life.
Doesn't mean he doesn't deserve to die.
It was
Sure.
also weird too. Like, so he got baptized on the same day of a solar eclipse,
And
John Wayne Gacy
Execution.
was executed.
So
Same
he was
day.
definitely in some little prison cult.
Well,
Probably.
They're different prisons. This was like
Coincidence.
somewhere
Well,
else
I
in the
know,
country.
but they all know that stuff. The other
Yeah,
serial
yeah.
killers, they keep
Yeah,
track
so
of each
I've
other.
seen mine, honestly.
Yeah.
They
They keep track of each other.
They got
Yeah.
pigeons.
They do.
But
You guys hear about there's
What
a
I-
possible serial killer in Stockton, Oakland, / Oakland, California?
What is he doing?
Just killing people
Does he have
alone
a tag?
that are
Yeah,
alone,
what's he doing?
that are alone at night. But there's been 5 since July that they all
See,
think of
That's my thing though about this Dahmer shit is
copycats, bro.
people like.
That's real.
I kind of
Copycats
like
are
that.
real.
My dick twitched a little bit during that part. No,
He's not
no.
saying that for him. He's saying
Brett,
that in
chill
general.
out.
Oh, like
Fuck out.
somebody else.
Dog. Yeah,
All
no.
I heard was my dick twitch. Don't
I'm just-
fucking
as
don't
I'm
get mad at
talking-
me.
Dude,
As
he's
I'm
not
talking
wrong
about
though. Someone was at home watching it, thinking like,
Yeah,
that would be
Ooh,
tight.
I kind of like that.
Like,
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
okay.
I didn't realize
okay.
I liked that.
Right.
Ooh, well,
That is-
millions of viewers. Come on,
Right.
somebody out there's like, well,
there
try
was
that
a-
with old Dan down the street.
Right.
Dan's down the street. Like, I hope no one does that to me.
well, there was a part
It's like
where
I
they-
can see
Kenny better not
myself.
come down here.
I can see myself
He's a
getting
freak.
trapped by this guy. Dang it!
Well, there was a part where he was being interviewed by a psychologist, and he was explaining how he was turned on by the internal organs of like roadkill and stuff when he was a kid. And that's an actual thing. Like there's like a philia, whatever, like of being turned on by
Fecalphilia.
You know what's
Yep,
funny?
Again, that doesn't make it right. It's just like people, all kinds of people have weird stuff.
It's weird.
You're
man.
supposed to suppress it. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that's the way to get through life.
I think
There are some.
no,
I do agree with you. Like
Some
there's
shit
some
needs
things
to be thrown away.
That okay, you can maybe explore like certain. Oh, that's kind of funny and weird. But then there's other shit that like you think about cross your mind. You go, nah, we're gonna go ahead and
at
bury
least
that.
he's dead though, and doesn't get to experience that whole fandom bullshit again.
Yeah.
He had fandom shit.
Oh well,
That's the
Charles
annoying part.
Manson got to relish in that shit.
That's the problem with like culture today.
Yeah.
Not to be old man here, but like we celebrating the most absurd stuff when it should be like, no, like you probably shouldn't do that. You probably shouldn't.
Right.
Like you're a boy if you're like a teenage girl.
It's
or whatever,
funny.
you know?
Like
shouldn't do
they'll make a show about Dahmer and make all the kinds of money and popularize it. But if there's a streaker on a football field, they won't. The
Show it on
camera's
camera.
cut.
I know.
It's like what?
That's actually funny. That's actually like
Yeah.
enjoyable a little
I
bit.
did see Dahmer was the already in 1 week or 2 weeks or whatever the 9th highest rated Netflix.
The best parts about that
Show
show
ever.
were literally everything other than him. All the other stuff, right, Wes? Like near the end when it starts talking about the effects.
That's on his fucking
Did you
phone.
see that the black kid from Stranger Things? Did you see this?
Which there's one.
There's only
the
one,
black
bro.
Yep.
He has like
Figured that out quick.
15 million followers on Twitter or whatever, and said it was racist that he didn't have as many as the other guys. And it's like, dude, no, you were like the worst
Dude,
character on the
either
show.
people like you or they don't. Get
Yeah,
over it.
like you're saying that like black people don't have followers. Like look at Kevin Hart or whoever. You know they have billions of followers.
imagine
Like,
complaining
dude,
about that.
You were the worst person on the show when you talked. Like I
I mean,
hated
I'm not
it.
even-
Not because he's
I'm not
black.
even
I
going from-
hated that kid.
I'm not even going from Jake's point. It's just like, bro, they either like you or they don't.
Right.
That's
Well,
not on anybody.
You're not
Yeah.
Bobby Brown,
So
bro.
you're calling-
Yeah, like
you're
you're
a
just-
secondary character.
and
You're
weren't
calling
good.
black
Like,
people
no one
racist
likes
for
you.
not following
You're
you.
one of the leads, but
exactly.
you're like the worst lead.
Yeah, no one cares about
It's
you,
just the
dog. It just is
stupidest
what
thing
it
ever
is.
to say.
Only character on that show I dislike more is Will.
I hate him.
Fuck
dude.
Will.
I didn't watch the last
He's-
season yet.
What?
I didn't watch it yet.
The last one's actually
I didn't even finish
one of the
Ozark
better ones.
yet.
The run, dude. Okay, I gotta take the running up that hill. That
my God.
scene, one of the best scenes.
Is this the last episode?
seen.
Last season?
I cried so hard at that,
that scene is so
good.
The song, not great. Listen to it.
Listen to it now. It's not good.
The whole song, actually, that song itself, not great.
The lady-
But there's no better song.
For that,
Yep.
because it's her, it's Billy, it's awesome.
It's a great
It's
scene.
Awesome.
It's nothing better. No other song could have went there. But
that
when you
lady.
listen to that song, terrible.
That
Nothing
lady
great.
has made so much money since that episode.
because she never gave away the rights.
Nope.
She never sold her song.
Never sold a song.
Nope.
And she made all the money from that.
And she finally
What song?
made
Running
bank.
up that hill.
It's called Running Up That
He
Hill.
hasn't.
I haven't watched the last season yet, and
Running Up That Hill.
I have no
Song's
plans
not good, though.
to.
No, when you listen to the actual song, not good. Yeah, we already said it. No better song.
You know,
than
but
that.
you know
What's
who else is-
birthday song?
Huh?
Oh, birthday song. That was me. Oh, let's hear this one.
Well, I mean, put it to Mike. Well, I mean, the people though. Gotcha, didn't know.
What's this lady's name? Kate Black.
That's stupid.
Bush.
That's
Sounds
sick.
pretty tight.
No, it's cool.
But then she starts. Oh yeah,
That's what happens. So
we're gonna get flagged.
the birthday song. How many times have you been at like a birthday party?
No,
A good
I would have
birthday
been
party.
like, start over.
Right away.
I didn't know she was British either.
Had me. I'd be like, nope, start over.
How much money she made off this?
Well, I do know
Look it
that.
up. I know somebody could Google it.
When the
Computer, I can do it.
when that
Oh,
episode
it's a cricket.
when that episode aired,
I've never seen a cricket anime.
per
They're waking up
Discogs,
right now.
per Discogs, the demand for this vinyl
Okay.
went up 17,000%,
I'm listening to that
or
now.
1,700 or 17,000.
Dang.
One of the two.
What did?
The demand for that vinyl.
See if you had it and it was
Through
worth
the
a
roof.
dollar.
Somebody had that just sitting there at their house.
Well, do
like,
they no? Whatever record company put it out,
Squash that thing. Can you
Put
squash that?
you can go to the
don't need to
record.
squash it.
You can go to
Cricket.
any record store in America right
He's
now.
going to
and-
Squeak all
and
night.
get a-
We're trying to hear Brent's story, and
I know.
Mike.
No, it's all good. Yeah, use
Don't
that.
do it.
Mike hates crickets, bro.
Ah,
Yeah, but they squirt out like little green stuff.
He's splurting.
you ended his life.
So the birthday song, dude, it's the worst song ever.
Happy birthday.
It's impossible to sing good. It makes every party go downhill right away when you start singing. It's like
It sucks.
happy
It sucks.
Somebody
birthday.
call one person like 3 different things.
Oh yeah, every
Oh,
time.
oh my God.
Dude,
It
it's
was
the most
mommy,
off-tune
but
song
I'm not
ever.
calling-
yeah,
like,
grandma, mommy, Pam, like we just
Yeah.
name it
Right,
all,
if-
and everyone's
if
like,
I'm at Jake's and it's Heather's birthday, I'm not going happy birthday, mommy.
yeah,
the kids
exactly.
are.
Oh yeah, and the other ones are going aunt,
Right.
Heather. It's like, but the actual song
Sounds
itself
depressing.
is so depressing.
Sounds like everyone's making fun of you.
Are you suggesting we write a new one?
I am.
There is a new one.
To
The black
you.
version. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. You never heard that?
I
That's
hate
the
that one
black
already.
Happy birthday. I'm
You
being dead
keep
serious.
saying that.
Well, I'm not. This isn't like the white happy birthday. It's just a happy birthday
There
song
is
that I
literally
hate.
a black version of Happy Birthday, which is what I just saying. Like if you go to like a restaurant in
I still don't even
Waldorf
know what the melody
and
was.
they sing Happy Birthday, they sing that version. 100%.
Happy birthday.
All right, well maybe let's.
to you.
Okay, well then they caught on. They know that
Listen,
our version sucks.
Like he can't hit one note there,
Dude,
right?
you can't,
Isn't that weird?
You can't carry a note in a bucket.
Isn't that weird? He couldn't hit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't carry a note in a bucket.
You just couldn't hit one. It was weird.
All right, you ready? We're
he
trying
was
again?
off the cuff there.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I want to hear.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the rest of it.
That's it. It's literally just Happy birthday,
Happy birthday to you.
We're
Happy
not
birthday
making
to
fun of you.
Happy
Who-
birthday.
Who wrote the happy birthday
birthday
song?
to you.
I don't
It's
know, man.
terrible.
George Washington.
It might be on Google somewhere.
Every time I just sit in the back and just shake my head like this is ruining the party. By the
No,
way,
you're ruining the party by not joining in.
I know the song.
I
the song's
sing, but
depressing.
I'm just like
Hey,
there's
party
no
pooper.
good way to do it.
It's depressing.
I
I
sing.
apologize
man.
now. I probably smacked my gum for half this episode into the microphone. Mike's gonna lose his mind.
Fucking amateur.
It's trash.
The
I would
worst.
just delete your whole
I mean,
line.
yeah,
in
thank
or
God I
whatever.
recorded on there separately.
It'll just be like blank space.
Put that down. Anyways, good shows, movies to catch up on. We talked about Dahmer, not really
Yeah,
great.
we talked about.
Mindhunter.
Yep.
Mindhunters is a great show.
The trailer for the Super Mario Brothers movie came out this
I
afternoon.
didn't see that yet. Jack Black.
No,
I saw Jack Black posted. I didn't know if he was in there or not.
I don't know if he's in it or not. But the Mario is.
Yeah, Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Is it like a real kind of movie, or is it like,
No,
like
it's
rated
C-
R or something, or
no,
is it
it's
like
CG. It's
Is he CG?
CGI, whatever.
I worked out with the rating. You said CG, but
No,
I don't know if it was like a real action,
No,
like
it's
a
an
real,
animated- it's an
you know, like
animated-
Batman, like
just a
turn,
bunch of kids
turn into
watching
it's
like
an animated movie film. You know.
yeah, CGI.
Okay, cool.
But I watched it and I was like, how's Chris Pratt going to pull off the Mario voice?
Look at me. It's
He
a
doesn't.
Mario.
He just is Chris Pratt. Mario is just
Really?
Chris Pratt's voice.
He's not doing an Italian
He does
voice.
that Mario voice.
No, he
a
does
little
not.
bit, a little bit.
Did you watch the trailer?
Will you relax?
Why didn't they pick an Italian? I'm all down with like actually typecasting the right way. Like,
There's nothing wrong with
if it's
typecasting.
Italian, like make it an Italian guy.
It's a lad.
Yeah, he wakes up in the Mushroom Kingdom and he just goes, "Where am I?" He sounds like the dude from the Off or
I'm
Parks
Chris
and
Pratt.
I'm a Chris
Well,
Pratt.
other
It's
shows,
me.
I don't know, man.
It's me,
I don't
Chris
really,
Pratt.
haven't really been watching a lot.
With the dinosaurs.
I finally started watching Peaky Blinders, I guess, but
That one's tough.
TikTok has ruined that for
Right?
me.
I'm
every
like-
every
it's okay.
true.
It's okay.
every
but
freaking dude that needs any kind of motivating
Affection.
has that too has a Peaky Blinders clip. Like, oh, yeah, it's all real men acting.
We all need affection.
I don't have TikTok, so I
Oh, I
missed
thought you
all
were
that.
saying-
I mean,
haven't had
neither, but Instagram, same thing, same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay. I wouldn't recommend it, really. It's
What?
not that great. Peaky Blinders,
So far,
not that great.
dude, I'm like 8 episodes in. I'm like,
to Peaky?
yeah, I'm like,
The second season was way better, but
Peaky?
icky.
yeah, I don't know.
Yo,
I
Blinders.
don't know what it is.
It's like some
I'm like,
little-
bro, a lot of people went to work on this. Like,
Yeah.
there's
Oh, yeah.
actors,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
the directors. The
I like the
writers.
main actor he was better as Scarecrow.
I think he's great too, but like the show altogether is just like,
It's impossible. It's too fake. Like it's just the stuff that's happening is too dumb.
I don't.
I don't
know.
like when like no one thinks there's a plan, but then all of a sudden
There's a
there was
huge
this
plan.
huge plan.
Oh,
that this
everybody got
guy
worked.
The guy that
who
shot him in the
drinks
back
and
of the
smokes
head.
all the time, but like he also had time to like have all these people in the right spot and everything's perfect and it's like this master plan. He outsmarted everybody. You're like, when did you do that?
It's like one big.
showed
It's
us
like
how
one
you
big
did
episode
that.
of Ocean's 11.
Yeah, like you should have showed us
Out of
that part.
nowhere, they're just the smartest person in the world.
So I'm not really big on it, and that's yeah.
Well, Mikey was over there,
think
and
I
I
should
had Paulie over here.
Well, that was dead on.
Mike, what do you think about the new Game of Thrones?
Well, it's not Game of Thrones.
There was
bro.
one episode
House of
where
Dragons.
there was one episode where it was a super filler
Dragon.
episode, and it happened to be, I think when they're switching characters really fast.
Yeah.
They're like aging them super fast. Have you watched?
Well, switching
any of
actors,
No.
not characters, but
No, yeah, they're aging them. As
Yeah.
in, like, I probably would have rather them just keep the same actress and just age them.
yeah.
Like, make them look older.
Well, the girl that plays
So
what's her
good.
name is actually like 22
Rhaenyra.
in real life.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I know, she was
Did
actually
they
really
dial
young.
back the nudity?
a little
Yeah.
bit, yeah.
Good.
They did that as Game
Dude,
of
we
Thrones
talked
went
about
along,
this last week. That not every. You don't need to
all
see
shows
City.
did that.
Dude,
You
it
don't
wasn't
need-
even
you don't-
close. It's not even close to Euphoria.
Yeah, but dude, Game of Thrones had a lot.
At the beginning, they try to hook you with this ridiculous, these ridiculous scenes, and then as the story unfolds, you're like, you don't really need them.
No, you don't.
Anymore. So they stopped doing it.
Good.
I
mean,
think. Game of
It's
Thrones
the
started
same.
a
It's the
little bit,
same reason that real quick, bitching rant here. We got hit on Instagram, like literally taking post off like you're suspended over a graph that showed people from different countries that thought they could beat up this animal.
Right.
That's the graph
That's
I posted.
ridiculous.
We got taken down over that.
But if that animal was Donald Trump, it would be still up there.
No, if that was
Bullshit.
literally almost
Bullshit, bro.
like almost nude girls shaking everything they got.
Oh, almost,
like,
dude.
Like as close.
You don't
as
even
it
have to
gets.
look that hard to find nipples on Instagram, dude.
It's like two little matchsticks, like covering their nipples,
Right.
To where the tops look like the nipples.
You can see
It's
the
like so
areolas.
close.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, dude,
But
that
you-
stuff. Oh, it's good to
You're
go.
not allowed to. There's no more fun.
And we got
fun
hit.
is canceled.
We got hit on this other one recently that I finally was like, no, and I fucking had to fight it again. I'm like having these weird dumb fights with some people I don't even know on there about like our post should stay. Come on, but it was a post about Biden saying gun control. Yeah, like the Drake, like yeah,
Right.
and it was the U.S. and it had guns there.
Uh-huh.
And then it's like
Yeah,
it showed
it was
Ukraine like free guns. Like, yes. And it was,
it was
yep,
like
that one.
pointing at-
Yep.
yeah.
That's the one.
That was
that
funny.
one got us blocked for a while, and I had to get us back on there.
I did see something
It's
today.
I don't
ridiculous.
understand that because how does the algorithm find that? They read it and stuff.
Dude, so there's
somebody
people that
report
actually
anything?
there's people that click. There's people that just literally have to like
Dude,
constantly
There's
look
too
at.
many, dude.
uh,
There's too many. It's computers. There's
There's people
no
that have to
humans.
constantly look at like reported posts, I guess. So maybe it's people reporting it.
It's
being a
just
dick?
impossible, dude. Instagram would have to have 16,000 people
they
working
have
there.
whole buildings.
No, they
it's
don't, dude.
probably
They're
too-
small. Like,
No, they have buildings of people that
What are you
literally
talking about?
review.
Facebook owns Instagram.
I know, but these companies are not big.
You mean Meta?
That's how they have so much money. Like they're not the biggest companies in the world. They're small. So like
That was so
they're
mid.
tech companies. You know, they don't have.
Correct me.
I'm pretty sure, like Uber. You know, they don't have a ton of people that work there.
Cares.
They have a. You know, I just don't think they have the people.
I think
YouTube.
they have more people than I think they probably have more reviewers
They have a ton.
than probably anything.
Dude, they have
Dude,
You can do that at
YouTube
home.
uploads more like
We talked about this
data
before,
every
though.
day than there's been uploaded ever in the whole world or
constantly
something.
gets reviewed.
There's no way that people can review that,
Dude.
It has
There's
to get
no
put.
way because computers do it.
I know there's algorithms, but
Yeah,
it still
that's
gets
it.
put in front of people.
Maybe it might get past like 10 levels of computers, and then finally somebody has to
Yeah, I mean,
make
well,
a decision.
Well,
but most of it, they just
you're
don't
probably
care.
right a little bit because I guarantee
AI
that
can catch most things.
90% of the people don't ever dispute it. They just like, oh, they took it down. I'll just move on with my life. And
It's-
so
it's
they probably
automated.
see very
It's just
few-
Well, we
automated.
can't because there's certain things where like
Jack Dorsey said it was pretty much all automated. What did he say that? He's like,
Well, Joe Rogan, I think he said that.
we
Okay.
broke 1,000 followers on Instagram.
Hey.
So we got like some kind of branding content thing we could possibly do, but we have a mark over that stupid graph of the who can fight an animal,
That's just stupid.
yeah, well,
and it's like ineligible. It's like damn.
that's dumb.
But like you said, you don't have to look that hard for nipples and labia. You
I
know?
know. It's like right
Isn't
there.
it weird how the difference?
You know what's
between,
really
like,
weird?
Dude,
that close to my.
Like, why do you want to sit like that?
Come on, dude. Please.
He is on a
please, please.
You don't have to be
I'm on
on
a
the
couch.
entire couch.
I mean, Mike, this is ridiculous.
That's not that close.
But think about what that's doing to a bunch of young kids, young boys that are literally like jacking off 5 times a day probably. But they see that stuff and it just drives them nuts.
God,
I mean,
we
literally,
used to-
I would
it's
be
the
driven
same
nuts.
argument for
as a young
why
guy.
we have so many terrorists, right? Like we bombed,
Whoa.
like you create these people
Yeah,
by
yeah,
bombing
yeah.
their families, you know, and
Yeah.
like they're little boys and they see like how they get treated by some foreign government or some overseer, and it makes them really bitter.
Dude, I
and then
saw-
they want to kill people.
But
or
how
destroy
many
people.
drone
I
strikes?
saw,
Same
an,
thing.
I saw an interview with the guy that killed Osama bin Laden. He's like, his 2-year-old son watched me kill him.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That
Look,
guy's out there.
look
yeah.
how many bombs were dropped in the Middle East during Obama's reign?
We did the math
Just how many bombs were dropped in Middle
Per
East
day.
during Obama?
per
Dude,
day.
I'm reading the book right now. It's
Well, it's like
called
2 per day.
Operation
So it was
Pineapple
closer to
Express.
4.
And it's this dude, all these special operators were spending their own money, their own time, their own everything to get all their friends their Afghani partners out during a year ago, you know, when we just left.
So
Dude, the U.S. government would not help these people. It was terrible.
There's
terrible.
a total of
Oh my gosh.
563 strikes during Obama. Compare that to 57 under Bush.
Jeez.
So
That's how you create a whole nother generation of people that hate the West.
Dude,
I think it was something like one every other day is the
Yeah,
like the pace.
I was
I thought
talking.
it was
So
4 a day.
picture this.
I did think it was way more than that too.
We hear bombs at Dahlgren, right? Like not even big ones, but like bombs.
Yeah.
And imagine if it was like DC, or imagine if it was like close like that. Like if that was one day, we would be talking about it for years.
Yeah.
Every other day would be nuts.
I mean, it was like Syria and like
I know,
Lebanon and like
but-
all over the place. But yeah.
Well, it was a big one in Afghanistan, Iraq area, which would be constant.
So, dude, reading this book,
balls.
it's not the greatest book in the world, but
Not gonna read it.
no, it's worth reading because the guy that it's on Audible. The guy
Well,
that wrote
there's a
it.
start.
How about this? I'll send you the podcast where he explains it all in like 2 hours.
There we go.
Okay,
Cliff
perfect.
notes.
And
There's Wikipedia too.
dude, got all these. They got like 700 people out and their families. And remember when everyone was like hanging off of planes and dying and stuff?
Yeah, dude,
well,
those clips are
Taliban was
crazy.
running security at that point, which is ridiculous. But all these the special operators and all the people that were helping America the last 20 years,
Yep.
we just left them.
Bon voyage.
And like if they got found by the Taliban, they get killed.
And that's not something that just happens. We're not like, hey, let's get out of there.
Well,
It's like something like
the
we're
book
gonna have to leave
explains
some
it.
people behind.
Dude, Kamala Harris was like texting under the table to these guys to get her favorite Afghan out. That's how bad it was. Their policy on top was so stupid and so wrong that they screwed over all these people. I mean, more than screwed them over. But back channels, they're trying to get people out by these ex-Army Green Berets who have been retired for 10 years, who are trying to get their friend out who they fought with for 10 years.
Right.
You know, and it was working. And like the highest levels of government were trying to use these back channels instead of just using, good old Uncle Sam to do it the right way. It was terrible. It's terrible what we did to those people. Terrible. I do agree we had to leave. I mean, we can't be there forever.
We all agreed though that was
It took Taliban like 3 days to take back over the city. It's crazy, dude. But,
bumper cars and shit.
but it
Can you
makes
imagine
you.
like that was your? Can you imagine that was your whole life? Like
yeah.
growing up during that time.
Right.
Like,
Well,
we've
so
had
the
kids
last
grow up-
20 years in Afghanistan have been pretty good. Like in Kabul, like
Yeah, we've had kids grow up that haven't even been through 9/11. Never even knew about
Yeah.
it. They're working at like my office, and I'm like talking to them like, it's weird.
it's
And
just like we have no idea about JFK, but it was like 18 years before we were born.
but there was
you
kids
know?
that were born there that had no idea about 9/11, and they're just living through that post 9/11
Yeah.
world, and they're like,
Which
what?
was pretty good. It was just, it's very normal for them to have U.S., military everywhere. But like women could like do everything they're supposed to be able to do now, and now they can't anymore. Taliban took all that away. It's back to, sucks.
No driving for you.
But like, good Lord, Afghanistan, you had 20 years to figure it out. Like, if you can't
That's
do
true,
it,
too.
like, what are we supposed to do?
Sometimes you gotta
Because
pull
half the
teeth.
book, he's like, they were out there asking for air support and we didn't have it. I'm like, how long are we supposed to provide air support? And then they're like, they had helicopters, but all the contractors left that fixed them. It's like, well, why didn't y'all fix it? Like, why couldn't y'all figure it out?
Right.
So on that part,
how pissed are we about how much money we've given Ukraine so far?
I heard
And
that
how-
it was
and how
a
do we-
loan and we'll get more money back later, but
We'll never see
And
that
how
money.
much does Ukraine enjoy being at war then?
We'll never see that
I
money.
love it.
With money, like
That guy Zelensky's is a moron, dude.
yeah. What do you think about that guy?
I don't like him.
Well,
Anymore.
he's
First
the
of all, he was
Ukrainian
instilled.
Trump, isn't he? And when he's celebrity,
He was an actor.
Dude, the CIA completely took over Ukraine and brought in a new
regime.
new regime in like 2014 or 15. It's
Yeah.
very well documented. It's not
Okay.
even like, so they had a pro-Russia.
So
Until
we-
then, it was pro-Russia. They're like a little Russian little brother basically.
Right.
They're Russia more or less. And we and some other Western powers instilled this new guy. And since then it's been really rough. I don't know. We definitely provoked Russia. I have a lot to say on that.
So
And
who bombed the pipeline?
Well, I mean, it wasn't Russia.
You think it was us?
I think it was, yeah. I don't think it
We're
was like
always
the
trying to
U.S.,
incite,
but I
right?
think it was definitely like us.
We're big insiders. Of
us
like,
being the West.
we're big. Like people are like, oh,
It might have
shit,
been
who
England
did
or
that?
whoever.
Right.
But, yeah.
Us as in NATO.
Did you see what OPEC did yesterday?
They're threatening to shut it off, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they just pooped all over Biden's whole head.
Yeah.
Biden went over there. We have oil in America, tons of it.
I know.
Instead of like
stop.
and he makes Exxon and Chevron, all these companies. He tells them they're the worst people on earth and oil's killing everybody. But then he goes over to Saudi
I know.
Arabia 2
They're
months ago and bumps fists with
Right.
those
He's,
guys.
he's, pep-
manhunter.
he's pepper
Bows down.
grinder and dick
Yeah,
over
well,
there.
you know what Saudi Arabia did yesterday? They said, we don't actually... He said, guys, just keep pumping. You know, we need oil, whatever. Got to bring down prices. Yesterday, OPEC said, nah, we're cutting it. So oil's about to skyrocket again, and we have all the oil we could ever
we shut it off
use right here, but we can't refine it, and we can't drill for it, and it's just sterile.
That pipeline is just ready to be tapped. It's right here in our
part of it,
backyard.
yeah. I mean,
do you think we're waiting as long as we can to eventually do it?
Well, no, that's too late. Like, you have to. There's no new drillings going on. There's no new. It takes 10, 15 years to actually develop
the infrastructure needs to be built first, and then we can go get it.
Didn't
and then our refineries can't even keep up with the capacity.
Aren't the biggest oil drilling sites in Texas? Aren't they owned by Saudi Arabia because of Trump sold them?
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either.
I read that recently.
Know, but I do know that
it was something that people are so upset with Biden and Saudi Arabia that literally Trump during his presidency there was a couple buys over oil.
I don't know.
I do know there was like a 1 million acre oil lease in Alaska that we didn't renew.
Well, that too, but the whole pipeline.
Anwar province or whatever.
It's Native Americans and stuff like that,
I just watched, speaking of oil and drilling and stuff, I just watched a documentary, not the Mark Wahlberg movie, but a documentary on...
It's a good movie.
Is it?
Yeah, that was one of the guys I originally wanted to have on here, that guy that was on that ship when it exploded.
The rig?
Yeah.
Dude, fuck yeah, get that guy.
Yeah, he was driving around the boat saving people.
Dude. What was that thing called?
Deepwater Horizon.
Deepwater Horizon.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I watched an hour-long documentary. Maybe I'll watch the movie. I'm just not a big Mark Wahlberg guy. He does zero for me.
He's an electrician who saves the day, which is not how it went down.
Not
but
at
it's
all.
still a good movie.
I liked him earlier on in his movies.
I still love Ted and Ted 2.
Did you watch Father Stew?
No, what's the weird?
No, I'm not going to watch Father Stew.
What's this one?
Wolf of Wall Street.
No.
It is.
Before Wolf of Wall Street, he beat himself to make it look like she hit him.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Ted?
Liar.
Mark Wahlberg. No, Mark Wahlberg beats his chest to make a mark or whatever.
I'm speeding.
Come on, guys.
No, I don't know.
Cape something.
Cape Fear?
Yes. Thank you.
His best movie is The Departed. He's so good.
Oh,
I also do.
You forward your transcripts. He's so good in that movie. Because he's not the main guy.
I've never seen it.
You never.
you would love The
my
Departed.
gosh!
You would love it.
Sorry,
What are
bro.
you doing?
No, bro.
Oh my God.
That's as good as Goodfellas.
All right, well, I'll watch it tomorrow. Leave me alone.
Look.
So
No,
good.
look. I'm a big advocate of.
Best.
All right, guys. Shit.
No,
No,
listen.
I'm mad at you.
I'm a big advocate of. I watch it when I'm ready.
No.
And Mindhunters, I was ready to watch it for some reason, and I
didn't
watched
know-
it. I'm loving it right now.
He had no plans to watch this movie.
Now
ever.
I got 3 seasons to watch. But no, movie wise, I didn't watch that movie till 3 or 4 years ago, and yeah, it's great.
Well, the shit, I just watched one of the best movies I've seen in years, and it's like 5 years old, about the housing market. The big,
Big Short.
yeah.
Big Short.
The Big Short. I watched that on the way back.
Fucking
from
movie's
South Carolina
so good.
in my car.
It's so good. And
on the
it's- yeah.
iPhone.
It's infuriating because it's about to happen again. But
Not in the housing market, but yeah, it's going to
not
happen
in the
again.
housing market.
no,
It's happening
Yeah,
already.
you're right.
Recession.
Yeah, it's
It's already happening.
well, that's because we never let it happen. I love at the end of the movie, they're like, and then we did this, and then we did that, and they're like, just kidding.
Right.
And it shows everyone getting like big bonuses and stuff.
Yep.
That's a great book. That guy wrote. That guy writes a lot of books, and a lot of them are very good. He's the one that's the same guy that wrote The Blind Side.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Michael Orr movie?
Yes.
Love that movie.
Yeah, he's a good writer.
But that movie's
His name's Michael
also
Lewis.
bullshit, right? 'Cause
Slightly fabricated.
Michael Orr's like, why'd you make me look like a retard? Like,
Yeah, it made him look special needs.
yeah, like I
he
couldn't
was
read
on
all
the
that.
I'm
spectrum.
not sure that he wasn't special needs.
Oh,
That's true.
God.
Why wouldn't he say that like at that point? Like he
Yeah.
might not remember as clear as they did.
Dude, you were kind of
The craziest
He couldn't, do
thing-
it. He couldn't read. He lived on the streets. Like
Yeah.
you
The
know, they had
craziest
to
thing
fix
from
him.
The Big Short was the end when they were talking about the guy that Christian Bale played,
Yeah.
who figured it all out, and he was trying to tell the government
He's
how
still
he,
out there doing it now. He's still out there.
He was trying to tell the government how he figured it out, and they were like, nah. And then they audited him like 4 times in 2 years.
Yeah, that's the best part of that movie when he crosses it out at the end and writes
And
like 2 billion or whatever it is. Yeah.
1,000%. Yeah.
Yep. And he's still out there now. His name is I can't remember it. But,
Michael something.
yeah, he's still out
Like
there. and
trading
he's still,
in water or
he's,
something.
he's really good. He's a really good trader, and he's still out there killing it. And he's still
So
out there.
we-
What's going on with crypto? Is crypto taking a shit? Is it done?
It
What's
needs
going
to.
on?
It's going to. Yeah. It's not done. It's not done crapping.
I think we took out when we were up a little bit.
It's not done
Get out of
crapping.
that for a little bit.
You gotta write it out now.
Because
Oh no! If you're still in, yeah.
NFTs are done. Fucking.
People have some expensive NFTs sitting around.
Dude,
That dude sold his
That's
kidney for one.
hilarious.
Remember?
That's hilarious.
That dude literally sold his kidney for one.
All right, so
Those low
I don't know
effort
how we're gonna
punks
do
or
this.
whatever.
We wanted to go over like our favorite, the top. Well, I guess top 10 chips. What I thought was a good idea
yeah.
was like he reads the list and we could kind of be like, I think this one should go here, top 5 as in. Because
I did my top 5 favorite chips flavors.
Yeah, he's
favorite
pulling up
chips.
a list right now of the top,
I've got,
the highest selling, right?
I got the highest
Well,
selling.
I can tell you the fucking highest selling.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, this highest selling is pretty easy.
It's very easy.
what's the
It
highest
is?
selling?
Well,
It
if I
better
had
not be
to
Doritos.
take
Think of parties.
a guess, the yellow bag Lays.
The yellow bag Lays.
That's
Is that the highest one?
Yep.
This
And I
one
know,
is
and I know
trash,
regular
too.
Tostitos
If you show up my house
probably
with
on
those, you
that
can
list.
just leave them out
Tostitos.
in your car.
But those are good, bro.
Fritos,
The yellow bag.
Tostitos.
Yeah.
Yep,
pretty
those
good.
are on there.
Fucking
Get that
probably
weird grime in your
probably red bag Doritos, nacho cheese Doritos.
My favorite.
They're not.
Whoa.
See, that's
Wait, what are we on
no
now?
chance. Because you got to
Number
think about
2?
parties.
Yeah.
So it's like pretzel sticks or pretzels. Those are chips, right?
Do roll gold
But
pretzels are so buddy?
Why don't they count as chips, though?
They
Kinda like
should.
chips.
They should.
They're snacks.
Number 2 is actually the regular Utz potato chips.
White and red bag, dog.
Again, you
Rebels?
show up my house with these, you just leave them in your car.
Yeah, don't come.
We don't need that.
Yeah, you're trash.
Yeah, you're trash.
Number 3.
If you bring chips to a party that you're invited to and no effort is put into it, you stop on the way, fuck you.
Unless they're awesome chips.
All right.
You better have a
I
dip
already-
that you made at home.
I know
that
what
you-
his.
you
I know
need
what
a
his number.
vessel
I can
for.
guess his number 1 probably.
Can you guess the brand, Noah? Because it's very important.
Well,
Yeah. brand-
I literally have 5 chip flavors that I like. Do you want to discuss those?
well, I think number 1. Nah.
I can
hold
tell you
on.
this: Lay's
Like-
Lay's didn't make the
No,
cut.
I know.
Yeah, but Lay's and like some hell of a good dip, pretty solid.
It's
Dude,
solid,
you
but
could
it ain't
drag a
nobody's
flip
favorite.
flop through hell of a good dip, though. That's the problem.
I
That
don't know,
shit's
though.
so good.
The problem is, like 17-year-old Jake, I'm like salt and vinegar chips. Top. That's his top.
Salt and vinegar hurts my lips.
But he loves them. Fucking loves them.
It
Is
hurts.
that your top 5 though? Is it in the top 5?
Do you want to hear my top 5?
Yeah.
Let's hear it then.
Oh, I should pour my. I actually.
Oh
You
my
want me to start at
god.
number 5 or number 1?
5.
Five, dude. You don't start at the top of the summit.
Number 5.
What if I've?
As I look it up, number 5
As I live
is
and breathe.
Carolina barbecue.
Yes.
Utz baby blue bag.
Yes.
Not a-
1000%.
that's a good chip.
I forgot
Good
about
chip.
that
Number
chip.
It's a
5.
great chip.
That'll be my top 5.
Number 4.
Obey?
No. Old
Crab
Bay
chips in there?
Sucks.
Crab chips are not on my list.
Me neither.
That's a good one.
Me neither.
It's not that good. 4. Utz barbecue ripples.
Nope.
Those
Oh,
things are
in the
so
yellow
addictive.
and orange bag?
Yeah,
they are
they're
trash.
so good.
Trash. Leave them in the car.
Yeah, leave them in the car, Jake.
No way, dude. You bring this to my
Hashtag
house,
leave 'em in the
family
car.
size bag.
Throw 'em in the river.
You can come in, bud.
Throw them in the river.
They're
Ripple
so
that.
good.
Hey, have a good
Utz
time, bud.
barbecue. You don't like Utz barbecue?
Not the regular barbecue. That shit is so gross.
Oh my gosh, you're way off.
Hey, have a good time,
Yeah,
bud.
way off. Yeah. 3. This is a new one. You guys might not know this
Uh-oh.
one, but you should. The Voodoo Heat.
My man.
Voodoo Heat
Voodoo
is so
rules,
good.
dude.
It's like kettle chips, aren't they?
Regular
Yeah.
Voodoo is really good too,
Yeah,
but,
the
Voodoo Heat is so
oh, yeah,
money.
that's-
If you get a big bag of that, like a big bag, not the kind that you get at
What did
Potbelly.
you say? I was listening to something. over
Voodoo
here.
Heat.
They're Zaps. Z-A-P-P apostrophe
yeah.
S.
Okay.
Dude, they're like
Never
all
heard
the
of
flavors mixed, and then they're spicy.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's great.
Sounding.
Number 2,
Voodoo Heat.
Smoking Sweet.
The mesquite smoking sweet. And
Bro,
the
They're
Mesquite.
they're kettle chips
Yeah,
too, aren't
kettle
they?
chips.
The Utz.
I had
Yeah,
no
smoking
idea-
sweet. I
Yeah.
think.
I had no idea,
yeah,
Jake.
Utz.
Dude, Lauren
I had
loves
no
kettle
idea
sweet.
Jake
chips.
ate this much chips that he's that deep
Oh,
into
I like
it.
chips. Yeah, I like the chips.
I don't like dive that deep into chips.
Jesus Christ.
And number 1, it's not even close. It's hers, salt and vinegar.
Thank you.
Oh, in the white
The
bag.
white bag.
Thank you.
Dude,
1 out of every 4
My-
bags is
my
gross.
buddy Steve opened a bag yesterday. My car smelled like a hot fart.
No, they do. They
Dude,
smell
they
farts.
are so
stink.
loaded up with its goodness.
Yes.
But, dude, salt and vinegar
It
chips
hurt the jaw.
Your jaw, the corner,
Yeah, it fires
the
up.
corner of your lips get all
Jaw's like,
cracked
I'm
and
back,
bleed.
baby. It's like
Yeah.
cocaine going in your jaw.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Hers is the best. That's not even close. Lay's.
Well-
Utz is actually not bad.
Okay.
But no.
I don't
All
have
right.
I don't have an order.
Me neither.
Okay.
But
okay.
I will say,
give us 5.
Doritos, 1000% nacho cheese Doritos,
Right.
spicy nachos, great.
I don't understand
And I-
how
and
you
I used-
think Doritos are top 5.
It's what I like.
I thought Doritos are kind of like.
It's what I like. Barbecue
everyone
ripples.
just brings them and
Oh,
because
dude, your barbe-
they include them in
Your
the box.
barbecue
Shut
ripples
the
are
fuck up.
so trailer park.
Doritos are
suck.
top 3 in our house. We always have Doritos at our house.
Yeah.
Doritos are
If it ain't
fantastic.
Cool Ranch,
when
then-
they are but there are bags, right, where the chip does taste like off.
Yeah,
It tastes
terrible.
Yeah.
I don't
But
even waste my time with those
Sometimes they're
bags.
super cheesy. You gotta put that cheesy side down. Anyways,
Nachos? I guess I just didn't. Nachos was never on my radar.
Peanut butter and Dorito Sammy, bro.
tortilla chips. like any way,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Just tortilla chips.
Oh,
Well, I
but
eat tortilla
I'll eat them
chips.
without anything on them.
I eat them
Really?
in
I
bowls
won't
of
dip
vinegar.
them in
Wow.
nothing.
Wow.
I
That's
love
about as
tortilla.
bland as a chip gets. You gotta
It
put
is, but it's salty. It's perfect.
so
What kind?
salty.
The yellow cantina bag or like
Now,
the blue
The yellow cantina
Tostitos?
restaurant style is phenomenal.
They're so
they're pretty
salty.
good.
It varies.
You gotta
put 'em in
bowls of vinegar is
I
what I
sent
do.
you the strip ones.
Yeah.
I love the strip.
I don't
ones.
like strips. Fuck them. No,
I know.
I need a triangle.
You need to try
I've
those
seen
strips.
those.
We gotta have a little
Do you like the little round circle ones?
the dips chips.
No,
right?
not the like
Not the bowls.
Not the bowls. The little wafer looking ones. They're really good.
The little crisps.
Oh, I'm sure I would. I do. I love them all. I love them all.
Those are good.
All tortilla chips under one umbrella. Love them.
Yep.
A Carolina barbecue.
Okay.
I'm with you on that. Those are delicious. You forget about them, and then you see them, you're like, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, those are like Cheetos though. Those Old Bay Cheetos.
It's okay.
Ones.
It's okay.
The Old Bay Cheeto ones, dog. They're so delicious.
Old Bay Cheetos. Yeah. I think
Oh,
one of y'all
dude,
had those.
they're mine. They're my top 5.
Yeah, and
The
I would,
Hers Old Bay cheese curls.
Yep.
Oh, okay, I know
Okay,
what you're
I
talking
thought
about.
it was Cheetos. Like I've never even heard of
Uh,
Old Bay Cheetos.
and then I would say the kettle cooked jalapeno chips. The green bag.
Those are pretty good. Mrs.
But
whatever, Miss
you
Vicky's
can't-
or something.
Yeah, you can't eat a lot. They go right through you.
Yeah, there's
Make
hurt.
Miss,
that grease
Miss
and stuff.
Vicky's. Miss Vicky's is like they could be good. They make a good chip.
Right. It's
But
close.
they're good. You'll like Voodoo Heat.
I've never.
I think you'll like Voodoo Heat.
All right,
you like
Brett.
Voodoo Heat?
All right. I'm not in no particular order.
Same.
Doritos purple bag, the sweet chilies.
Yep, they're
So
great.
good. The Frito twists.
Oh yeah,
Like the Takis?
No. The sweet.
It's like a sweeter one, right?
they're like a sweeter barbecue.
Are they also like chili or something?
Yes.
I got an honorable mention after this.
So that's there's Voodoo/Voodoo Heat. Either or.
They're so good.
Either or.
Taquitos on your thing?
No, fuck
Not the
that.
tequila. What are they called?
Takis. Fuck that bullshit.
They're
now.
good.
Dude, the younger people love.
I know.
I didn't
because
know
it,
those.
because it like bombs their
gets
taste
you.
buds.
Yeah.
barbecue.
Yeah, the honey barbecue twist. Thank you. The Hers sweet chili, or excuse me, Hers Old Bay cheese curls.
This is Brent taking a test without studying.
And no, dude.
He showed up like, no, seriously. All right, I'm still writing it out. He's like taking his time
And
writing it out.
no.
Yeah.
No,
He's just like, just give it here.
Nacho.
I'm getting mad now. It's just-
I've been pulling like bangers. Too, like
Nacho.
bangers.
Nacho.
And mine overall number 1 seed since I was a little kid, Funyuns.
I mean, we're on.
I was gonna say
we're on like
Funyuns
2,
were
right?
great. Funyuns are great.
You're only on like number. You're only on 4,
Dude,
right?
I swung through 5 like
Okay,
a
well
champ.
that was my
Funyuns.
That was my
Funyuns are
wild card.
phenomenal. They're slept on.
That was my
So
wild card real
fake,
quick
but they
before we
are
get to
good.
Wes. Does that count as a chip? Because I think it kind of does. It's just like comes in a chip bag. It's
My wild card, the all dressed ruffle from Canada. It's like barbecue salt and vinegar combo.
I have no idea what that is, but it sounds great.
I don't either.
So banging.
We have a wild card right here.
I have a wild card.
Yeah, go ahead.
Since we're just naming anything that's not even
Yep.
a real chip.
What's not a real chip? What's not a real chip?
Funyuns.
Then Fritos can't be chips either.
I
They're the
agree.
same fucking. Oh, fuck you.
And I also agree
Dude, the
with
barbecue Fritos, I forgot about
Oh,
those.
no, we were little.
Those
They were
are
welcome.
fire.
Like so.
They were the
good.
best when we were little. Dude, setting our
Hold on.
taste buds
Utz
ablaze.
Party mix? What am I doing?
Yeah.
Yuck.
Dude, Chex Mix.
Yuck.
Oh, yeah. You ever make your own Chex Mix, put extra Worcestershire
Dude,
sauce on
just
them?
tossing
That's
pretzels out the window. Just tossing them.
I don't want.
Just tossing
I
pretzels.
hate party mix and Chex Mix. That's
No,
What?
trash.
Oh, my God.
Just-
Party mix rules.
I like the Chex
Oh,
Mix
dude,
that
the
was
rye
sweet.
chips?
The
That's
sweet
what-
one.
Ew.
That's what turned me on to rye
Yeah.
chips, dude.
Those rice
Chex-
chips are so
oh,
good.
I'm just tossing
All right,
pretzels
all right.
and throwing rye down my throat.
Bugles.
Ew, dude.
Bugles
Grow
are
up,
bad.
grandma.
Yeah,
What do
you
you-
put them on your fingers.
Are
And
you
eat 'em.
playing gin rummy with
Bugles
all
and
the
Funyuns.
put away.
Bugles and Funyuns are in the same little like
I
side
like
category.
this chip because I can put it on my finger.
No, it's
Look at
really
me, I'm a
solid.
witch.
They're pretty good.
All right,
Another one
Wes,
is,
we
when
finally got to you.
It's okay. I'm just gonna go with ones that are slept on since you guys didn't think of them.
Well, thank you. No, we want that.
Yeah.
Thanks. Good job.
Pringles. I'm a big Pringles
I hate
fan.
Pringles.
Pringles are
No,
good.
you're right.
Pringles blue can, salt and vinegar, not bad.
Whoa, you are right. Those salt vinegars, those salt vinegars are banging.
Yeah.
Pringles
Sorry,
are
I
half
just
a
got
stack.
hit with a load.
Ew.
Well, easy.
Timestamp this.
load.
You
Timestamp
cut
it.
me off before I was
I
done.
got hit with a load.
Load of
Hit
nostalgia.
with a load.
Load of
Yeah,
nostalgia.
blue can.
He did drop the load.
Dropping
I did say that.
loads.
You're right.
I would spicy nachos is up there for me.
I would take a load to not hear Wes talk. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
That's all I could see
Hey,
where I
Mike.
could go. I had to go
It's
somewhere.
not your fault.
I forgive you.
Thank you.
It's not your fault.
Can you watch Departed and Good Will
Mike, it's
Hunting,
not your
please?
fault.
Oh, I watched The Departed tomorrow.
He's leaving you.
Yo, I want to
ahead,
come over
Wes.
and
Have
watch
you seen
it.
The
I
Town?
love it.
Oh, a million times.
Okay,
All right,
The Departed
my-
is
my
so
band
much better than
samples
Town.
The Town, bro.
The Departed
go
is so
ahead.
much better than Town.
So my top 5 that you guys already mentioned, all of them actually.
Yeah.
They're inside there.
Such a
but
good movie.
Pringles?
Pringles are great. Crab chips are up there too.
I agree.
So
Do combos
They're
count?
good.
No,
chips.
that's different.
Okay.
It's like a chip.
jerky count.
Dude,
Hold the fuck.
Hold on.
Fuck you.
No, Brett. If it was like if
Airheads.
it was just like half the pretzel
Right.
and with like some seasoning, but it's got cheese inside.
Dude,
Yeah.
combos were for old people always.
No.
Like every trip.
Bugles are for old
You're-
people.
Dick, you're ridiculous.
Pepperoni pizza
Every
pepperoni pizza combos.
Every trip you were just shoveling combos down the road.
Like
So
you
thirsty.
hated them, but when you were hungry and you ate one, these are actually pretty good.
Yeah, but
Yep.
it's a pretzel at
I
the
would
end
eat
of
the
the day.
shell first and then eat the
Oh,
inside.
yeah, like
You
pizzeria
would.
Subway mix? Yeah, I'll take it.
Pizza was good. The pizza was good.
They
I
had
do
the
remember
nacho
those.
cheese
Yeah, they were like this
ones.
actually
Oh, the
kind of
nacho
tastes like a
cheese
piece of
pretzel
pizza.
filled
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
Oh boy.
You know what wasn't good was the wings and blue cheese one.
Well, blue cheese sucks in regardless.
Shut the front door.
You just like eating moldy fucking shit. That's
You're an
cool.
idiot.
I like blue cheese.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
No, you're absolutely.
No, I'm not.
Okay, so
No.
hold on. I gave Brian Wyatt calamari in a restaurant that was nice, and I said you got to eat this.
That was nice.
No, this is for a reason. He sticks the calamari in his mouth, and at this nice restaurant where I'm paying for this calamari for him to eat, he goes and lets it fall out of his mouth. onto the-
Wow.
Like a
onto
child.
the-
Sonny
yeah.
does that.
And he goes, nah, that's trash. So later on, we all know how good calamari is. Later on in
calamari's
life,
banging.
we're watching a UFC
It's
fight
like the
together.
Funyuns for like
Oh, yeah.
adults. Calamari.
We're watching
I
UFC
hate
fights
you.
together. I'm like, I'm ordering
No, it's
wings.
good.
I'm ordering wings and blue cheese and some other stuff. We just order a shit ton of appetizers from Outback, and dude got blue cheese in the wings, and he's like, dude, I don't want that, and I'm like, I'm having flashbacks of him like letting it fall out of his mouth.
So
and
you
like,
can't even give it to him.
I'm
No,
like,
it's
nah,
not worth
just
that
try,
wing.
Just try it, dude. He takes a bite, and he's like,
Oh yeah.
that second, I was like, all right, you're
He
in.
good.
Dude. After that, he was housing it. Like
I was
it
at a,
depends on
um,
what blue cheese you get.
I was somewhere, a very wing place. I can't remember. I might have been on travel or
it
something.
trash blue
And
cheese?
they were like, no, they were like, what do you want, ranch or blue cheese? And I said, blue cheese. And then she left, like I said ranch, and then she turned around and was like, you said blue cheese? I said, yeah. I said, what's the ratio you think of when you asked that? She's like, it's like 80-20 ranch.
Well, no shit, because ranch is delicious.
I didn't
You're
know that.
so
I like ranch too on my wings,
Yeah.
but I like blue cheese more. No, I like blue cheese
eat that on
more.
Wings. If I eat wings,
I like
just
blue
want
cheese
the
way
sauce
more.
Only.
Well,
I like that too.
I'm like that most of the time.
But most
I am.
wings don't come good enough, and you're just like, give me something
Dude,
else.
I don't know what's happening with wings, but bro, fucking drench that with sauce.
So weak
Stop
nowadays.
it.
So weak.
They're sending them out with just a little like redness from the sauce that touched it at
No,
one
it's
point.
embarrassing.
If you order wet wings, they need to be dripping
Yes,
with sauce.
They need to be dripping on. I
Yeah,
need to worry
I
about
don't
my
want a
clothes.
dry-
If I want a dry
Yeah.
rub wing, I'll order a dry
I want
rub
extra
wing.
in the bottom. In case
Dude,
I
those
want
wings
that.
I made last Sunday.
They look great. I'm not
Did
gonna
you
lie.
grill them or fry them?
Air fryer,
Fry-
bro.
fry- air
They
fry.
did look good. Yeah, they look good.
Well-
little Cajun two-step on there, bro.
Jake, I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna get them, but I think for the zero party you need to make some wings.
Well, we need to grill and lots of.
Well-
it takes forever, dude. That's the only problem.
I think they're great, and I think they're worth.
Don't you smoke them?
No, he
We
grills.
just grill them, and it won't be that hard. But
Do you want to make them on? Oh no, they have to be made that way. They have to be made that way. I need a smoker.
Why don't you par bake
No, I
them
don't
and
smoke
then
'em.
Not smoke. I mean, I need a grill with the
I
charcoal.
have.
Sorry.
I mean, I can.
why don't you par bake
do it
them
on a
and
regular
then
grill.
finish them off on the grill?
No. We have to
You
They won't
can. You can do that.
Won't take so long.
No, we have to do it the right way. That's delicious.
That would
Everyone's
still be
waiting
delicious.
around.
The problem is, it's so many. Like, I don't know how many people are coming, but
I don't either, but it's not
Wings,
gonna be crazy.
dude, wings are expensive as shit right
they
now.
are too. It's like
But
$60.
you know what's weird?
I
The
am
price of
getting the
wings
wings.
actually dropped.
All
It
you
did
gotta do
come
is-
down. I did notice that.
Restaurants are still charging the same that they were changed
Because they can, dude. That's our economy now.
Listen, I'm getting
Prices
annoyed.
are never going to come down again.
Prices, I saw it was on the news. Prices of wings are lower now than they were before COVID. The actual prices
So
of wings.
listen. We mentioned restaurants. Why do I have to pay this waitress that's very nice? Why do I have to pay her more because I had a more expensive meal?
I'm sorry.
I've
You
been saying
deserve
that
this much.
forever, dude.
I know we've all been saying it, but I'm saying it again. Why do I have to pay her
Yeah.
more because I had
I bought
more
an $8
expensive
steak
taste?
or a $10
Yep.
cheeseburger.
You pay her.
Right.
It's the same.
Pay her
like,
living wage.
How about
I bet you Jake's the worst tipper in the room.
No, I bet no.
I tip a minimum of 20%, minimum, but usually more.
How about there's like 3 check marks that say what you think the place should give her more in her paycheck?
Yeah.
Like I give her a check like she did great. She did not do great. So they don't pay as much.
Why is her mortgage depending
Why do I
on
pay it?
the value of my meal?
I know.
I actually have a great idea for an app.
And
I've had
liquor
for-
tax on top of it.
I've had for
Wes.
years. Can I go over this idea with you guys? I get pumped about it.
Are you
This
done
is-
with your chips?
I'm done with chips.
All right.
You go ahead.
Great
You
idea
go
for an
ahead.
app. Okay. It's a multi-purpose app. You go to a restaurant, and in this app, you sit down. Yeah, put my app idea out there. You sit down at the table. You just hit the button. Every time they come, you hit the button, and it clocks how much time it took between time they came to got you.
Okay.
Was the food wrong? Were they late on the food?
Oh, it's like a real calculator.
a real calculator. Did you have to wait for long for a
There's an
refill?
end score that.
Dude, we
that
could
counts.
write that pretty quickly.
Dude,
In
that's,
like
easy,
Excel.
that's easy code.
But then at the very end of it, right?
Shut up, Brent.
That's
very
easy
You don't
code.
know what that is. You don't know what that looks like.
Dude.
I'm only attacking you because it's funny.
No, listen. I have friends that make apps for a
Same.
living. That would be so easy to do.
For them,
But-
yeah.
But listen,
That's what I meant,
I
you
agree.
fucking
thing would be,
asshole.
though,
That was funny though.
So at the
I
end,
do-
it gives
that's
the,
easy
it
code.
gives the
Score.
waitress, it gives every waitress their own score,
Yep.
which is great for the business.
Yep.
It also gives the restaurant a score. So when you go on the app, you're going to see what's their weight
And
score.
it creates competition amongst all the waitresses.
that's pretty sick.
Yeah, like,
It
it
actually
is
is
a
gonna,
pretty
it's
good
going to
idea.
say, oh, their wait staff is actually like a 97%
And
versus someone
hold
else
on.
is like a 46%.
Hold on. And
That's a good idea for an app.
hold
Tell
on.
me it's not.
Listen.
Pretty sweet,
good.
actually.
This is what you do also. You make the waiters and waitresses become members because if they leave that restaurant to go to another one, they carry their score with them.
And it gives them a higher position or a better pay or
Listen,
whatever.
if you guys know who can do this, I get 50%, you three get the other 50%.
Paging Luke Adams.
No.
Paging Luke Adams.
No, it's my idea.
Now,
Something.
you wouldn't have even thought it. You wouldn't have brought it up. You wouldn't have said it.
Mike, let's delete this whole camera.
yeah.
Let's delete it all, and then
Go
we'll just
fuck
do it.
yourself.
I don't know what he was talking
Well,
about.
speaking
Oh,
of,
I'm down. He said he gets 50.
I already have another bomb ass idea, but that's a good one.
All right,
That's a
Brent,
good one 'cause
you know
it's so
somebody?
simple.
I'll go half
I
and half
do.
with you, Brent.
I do. I'll
It's a good one because it's simple. I'm in.
I'll
Let's
make a
do
phone
it.
call.
Okay,
I'll
you're
spend
out.
money on that.
No, you're out. You're out. Sorry, you're out.
Think you're ever going to touch that chair again?
Speaking
Talking
of
like
the
that?
service industry,
Speaking
something,
of the service industry.
No, we were just talking about the service
That's
industry.
right.
something happened to me last
Service is
night at
nuts.
an arena that I know Jake would burn the arena to the ground for. Listen to this. So I
I've
went
gotten
to
a little mellower.
I'm really pissed about your camera.
I went to wrestling last night, right? Yeah, the frame's
Frame
rate's
rate's dropping through
awful.
the, and it's only that one.
Well,
Because watch this. Hey, what's up?
So I was wrestling last night, right?
Right. So let's
they-
skim over that like it's normal.
Well, whatever, dude. Okay,
I'm
there was
just kidding.
7,000 people there, but yeah, I'm weird.
Nerd.
They're all weird. You don't think there's 7,000 weird people?
Two things happened last night at wrestling that made
Did you see
me
my
want
text?
to.
Yeah, that's where they're gonna fake wrestle right there, under all those lights.
Two things happened last night that made me want to pull my teeth out.
The wrestling.
No, the show was fantastic. I can't get through anything.
Someone's nuts pop out. Dude, it's just.
I know.
Those jokes are all
It's
there.
literally like if they're talking about in 1772,
Yeah.
the
I
Irish.
sit here and I'm
Listen,
a quiet
we
boy.
don't don't make snoring noises. We're playing along. We're adding to it by making fun of it a little bit.
So
we want to hear. I want to hear.
It's a small arena, right?
Yeah.
So they had two. They had
course it
two,
is.
they had two big concession stands and two big. Yeah, of course it is. and two cocktail. There was, on each side of the arena, there was two like beer and cocktail things, right?
Yep.
So I get a beer from this one guy. He turns the thing around, and you can pick a tip, 0 to whatever you want to give him
Sure.
for cracking your beer. So later on, I go to the other kiosk. Little old lady.
Those boys are wrestling.
No. Gave me 2 beers. Didn't give me the option to tip her. And the beers were $3 more. She was every time she was giving herself 20% on
That bitch.
Yeah, dude.
I had to slap this
No,
iPad across the room.
I emailed
Did
the
you say
arena.
something?
Yeah, but like,
I
no,
fucking
that's
emailed him
not
today,
how much
bro.
the beers
What'd they
cost.
say? Anything
I
yet?
haven't got a response.
That's not how much
That's
the beers
all
cost.
Judy.
Bullshit.
Judy.
Yeah.
Dude, because
Run shit up.
I was like, over there, okay, 2 beers, $22. That's ridiculous, first and foremost.
Yeah.
But over here, $25.60.
She's gonna be like, shut up.
Yeah.
Around the corner.
Wow.
She's gonna be like, shut up, you little pussy.
She
You
been
watch
knowing-
fake wrestling.
That was
Being
probably
on TikTok, I got fired because a Karen emailed my boss.
Dude, you can't tip yourself for cracking beers. That's bullshit. That's stealing money. That's stealing money.
All right,
It is
let's-
stealing money.
let's-
It is
let's-
stealing
let's-
Those wrestlers are stealing your attention.
Yes, they were. But
Whoa.
Whatever. There was.
What's the coolest? What was the? Okay, let's go over it.
Can I please just tell you the last thing that pissed me off real quick?
I thought you were done with that part. Okay.
So me and Steve are finding our way to our seats. This lady goes, "Oh yeah, you're right there, 3 and 4."
You didn't know where to find.
No. The two fattest fucking people
in the world
are right next to us, dude.
That's a sign. There's your
Who
sign.
had to sit next to them? On either side of you, or like
no
seat 2 and 1?
We were seats 3 and 4. They were seats 5 and 6. I had quarter of an ass cheek on my seat. This dude.
Stop.
Dude.
A quarter of an ass.
Quarter
of your ass cheek on it.
I'm a big guy, but I fit in a fucking seat. This guy was so morbidly obese.
You were leaning?
No, dude, he was on. His thigh was on top of my thigh.
A face cam would have been great.
I was so fucking mad.
The whole time?
Dude.
Did you push
Did it
a little
ruin
bit?
the whole show?
No.
Did you push a little bit at one point?
Yes.
Yeah, like go.
And he was
Get
like,
off.
"Oh, it's a little tight, isn't it?" And I'm like, "No, you're a little fucking fat."
yeah.
You're a little
It's
tight.
always tight for you, bud.
You and
At
your
some point in the night, though, did you give him a high five when something cool happened?
No.
No?
I didn't even look at him.
What was his
Sweaty
name? You
fat
heard his name
fuck.
once?
Nope. Just
Nothing.
so mad. But anyway,
Nothing, huh?
You guys
Where was
should've
the
started
arena?
wrestling.
dude,
Where's the arena?
St. Elizabeth's.
Where's that?
As far away as possible in the weirdest
where the
town
mental
ever.
hospital is in downtown DC.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
The old decrepit mental
Hey,
hospital.
we're figuring it all out. Yep.
Wow.
Congress Heights. How about that?
Oh, boy.
I don't know DC that well.
Right by
Try
Anacostia.
not to go.
Brent's like,
oh
we
yeah,
gotta
okay,
go.
yeah, I knew. I
Gotta
did.
take
get
You gotta go.
Dude, we paid
I don't care where it's
$25
at.
for prime
Was
seats.
this
bro.
televised?
Yeah, live on TBS for 2 hours.
And only 7,000 people were there?
Dude, wrestling's not like it was in the 90s. It's just not. WWE pulls the same numbers.
Everyone
It's
caught
just-
on.
It is.
Is AEW what Jake Paul's wrestling in?
This is
No, he's
saying real.
WWE.
He's not
WWE.
kicking him.
I thought you said WWE was trash
All right,
now.
Brent.
No, for me personally, it's
Okay.
Brent, what was the biggest everyone steps up and yells moment? Like, everyone's like,
dude,
whoa.
If I told you,
You wouldn't believe it.
you know, you two, Jake would have a meltdown, and you'd be like, "This is the stupidest thing I've ever fucking heard."
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
I won't have a meltdown.
Let's end
on
I
this.
can control
Let's
my
end on this.
emotions.
All right, so
Well, when we
the tag, the tag team champions were celebrated last night.
Tag team. Sounds like a...
Well, one of them is a homosexual. But
Go
they
figure.
do this thing.
I think there's more than that one.
They do this thing where
Isn't
it's
it
like it's like a.
If your
It's
tag
like-
team partner is gay, like you're probably gay too.
Okay, well,
I
whatever.
think, right?
So they do this
just
thing
guessing.
where
Tag team
it's like a secret handshake or like a high five or whatever. But
Oh, yeah,
they
sure.
they scissor. They scissor. So yesterday was National Scissoring Day.
Oh, boy.
So just imagine 7,000 people just like scissoring everybody around them.
Are you kidding me?
Oh no, not.
So
no,
you,
not.
Did you see...
I mean, when I asked that question...
Nope, I turned my back to him, but I scissored everybody else around me.
When I asked that question, what are the odds? Like, did you think that was even...
No, I was waiting for like
So,
a big body slam
Somebody
for the
else
top
was doing
ropes.
something, right?
So
Yeah.
You're like, somebody slammed him.
Yeah,
on
like-
the-
so
no,
you got-
he's talking about
Jimmy,
everyone took
Bob.
their 2 fingers and started shoving them into each other.
So you remember?
What
you got-
noise do you think Brent was making? Ah!
He's going, that's what you do. Dude. And so you guys remember? Well, Jake remembers DX. You remember
Yeah.
DX? Suck it. Yeah. Well, one of the dudes from DX is their manager, Billy Gunn.
Okay.
You know, Mr. Ass.
Moving up.
So the one dude will yell, "Scissor me, daddy ass," and they fucking scissor. And like,
Wow. So wrestling's kind of took a turn.
Kind of gay, huh?
So much fun. they got a pair of golden scissors. It's tight.
Was it really Scissor Day?
Well, it was for wrestling.
Oh, for
It's the
wrestling.
same thing where it's like, you know, give your steak and a blowjob day for your boyfriend or whatever
But,
it is.
Speaking of fake,
The MJF Wheeler Yuta match was sick.
don't know.
Chris Jericho, his match was
Remember
okay.
him a little bit.
Yeah.
So do people get paid more in AEW or WWE?
They're about the same.
Chris
Really?
Jericho was there.
He still wrestles,
He's a
bro.
big name.
Oh, he helped start the company.
Trying to help him out here.
Yeah, he's a big game.
So
So is
speaking-
AEW
hold
like
on.
the live of PGA?
They're more like the WCW that like in the '90s. That was like the main competitor.
WCW's got pretty big. They had
Yeah,
like they were on
but they
USA.
just had an unsustainable spending problem.
But speaking of fake, because we're about to wrap it up, you saw that fishing tournament
Yeah,
where homie
I
was.
saw that too, man. Did you see it?
I had no idea what I was watching at first. I'm
At
like,
first.
how did he cheat?
You're like, please tell me this
did you
isn't
watch
the guy.
Did you watch the long one or
Oh,
just
yeah.
the short?
I watched several different views.
They're
of it.
pulling out.
They were holding up those 4 fish. And
Fillets.
you they were holding up the 4 fish, and like the guy, you could
Oh,
hear
set
guy-
up a little bit better.
All right, so they were weighing in at a fish tournament, and
Like a
Well,
big
to-
tournament,
a
with
big-
sponsored,
a big
like
$100,000
best tournament or
tournament.
whatever.
One thing that would set
Yeah.
this up even more, he had won a tournament previous to that.
dude, he before this tournament,
yeah.
him and his partner had won over 500 grand.
Yeah.
So that when they did
So
their
much
weigh in,
money.
their total was like over 30 pounds, and they held their 4 fish up, and you can hear murmurs, and people are like, "That's not 30 fucking pounds worth
and they
of
know
fish."
these people know.
Yeah.
Dude,
They fish
You can hear him
all day,
going.
every day,
You
like-
can hear him going. Your fish were bigger than that, and your total was like 16.
Yeah.
So they corner the dude. They cut open his
I
fish.
couldn't believe they just started cutting open those fish.
They
like that.
find lead weights
Yeah.
inside the fish.
That's the oldest trick in the book.
Other
Fish
fish
fillets.
fillets
Yeah.
in the fish. That's what blew my mind. The fillets.
I was like, they should have just stuck to fillets.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because it's like maybe he ate a fish
He
fillet.
ate a fish. I don't know what he did. I don't know what they like to eat.
The main problem was that they won by so much weight. If
They're
if they had just stuffed it a little bit.
They're gonna lose
Now
all
they're
their
gonna take
sponsors. They're gonna be
everything.
banned forever.
Oh, yeah.
It's
But
I hope
wouldn't
they
a
made
metal
enough money to
detector solve
retire.
that? Wouldn't a metal detector just solve that without cutting it open?
That's a good point.
Just wave it over the fish every time.
Yeah, they like the
That's
White
too
Marlin
expensive.
Open. Like they
We got
used to do
$100,000
that
tournament.
all the time. That's why they have lie detector tests. Because when you're out on your boat,
Now they make
No, they
a lot
do,
of tech
yeah.
now.
Somebody a couple years ago got disqualified after they won at the White Marlin.
Right,
Yeah,
because
because
they
they
took
could-
a fish out.
yeah, they didn't know for sure. Like if you touch the line or whatever, which I hate those kind of rules.
I know, they
hate
can't share the line
Like
at
you
all.
don't. I don't like that.
Yeah.
To me, I don't feel like that's.
Can we all agree that
With the
fishing
spirit of the
tournaments are
rule.
just 100% luck with all the technology you have today?
Well, it's a bit of luck, but
Well,
it's the
you would
captain
say that
knows-
until the same guys keep winning because they're better. You know, it's always.
Yeah.
It's always somebody that's a little bit better. It is luck, but it's also like
Dude, they're
looking at the
looking at-
water.
they're
looking-
Millionaires and their
yeah,
toys.
they're looking at all types of things to know where to go, where the fish can
yeah,
be.
like
looking
you-
at the
you gotta
temperature of
be-
the water.
Like Willie, my buddy Willie that runs Rochambeau,
Yep.
like he's good at it. That's why
Willie.
he has a career, man. And like
Yeah.
people hire him because
People hire
he
him
will
to take them out.
He will
Rich
put
people.
you on the fish.
Yep. Just like Michael Jordan hires an entire team.
Yeah, and
Send me
they'll
out there.
put you
I'm
on the
gonna
fish.
reel it.
Like if me and you do it, we're
Yeah.
not going to catch shit. We're
He was
not
a-
going to win.
He was an angler.
We're
on
going to
one
lose.
big one that came in
He
recently.
was, yeah, the one down in North Carolina, I think, right?
It was awesome. Yeah. Oh well, no,
Yeah.
Ocean City too. We saw it.
Oh, cool.
We walked down there to look at it.
What, catch 23?
Yep.
Like the best boats
was the actual
continually
angler.
win. Yes, you can get lucky and catch a big
What a
fish,
life,
but
bro.
not consistently.
I mean, Michael Jordan is so goddamn rich. He has houses everywhere.
He earned it.
And he goes to sit on a boat, smoke cigars,
because it's
hang
really
out,
fun
drink,
to like
and it's awesome.
offshore fish.
He owns NASCAR teams. It's ridiculous. He's killing it.
I know. What a life. It's awesome.
Yeah.
That's the way to go, dude. Like these guys that go, like, let's be real. Like there's a lot of us that hate everything pretty much that comes out of LeBron's mouth. But like for the most part, pretty solid dude. They stuck straight and narrow kind of.
Oh, yeah.
And-
He pumps a lot of money back
He's
into
just
Cleveland.
so like boring. Like you don't.
I agree.
I don't feel
No,
like
no.
he'd be fun to hang out with.
I agree.
Michael would be the man.
But he hasn't been like a
It's because Michael will take you gambling, smoke
I know.
cigars, and
It's all I
probably
wanna do.
bang
I know.
hookers.
That's what men like
Charles
to do.
Barkley
But
too.
LeBron hasn't been like a total.
That's just terrible.
He hasn't been a total d-bag. He hasn't been a total.
People hate
Trash
LeBron because
can.
he's the best now.
He's great.
I don't think he knows how to do anything to screw up. He's too boring. He's not gonna like do
Nah,
anything
dude,
fun or cool.
I think he.
I mean, it's actually very impressive that he's been as famous as he's been since he's 17, 16 years old.
Not
Yeah.
screwed up
And
really.
he has no blemish, really.
Wow.
At all, actually.
That we know about, yeah.
no.
Who knows?
He's
There'll
I think he's
probably
had a
be
cover
some.
up or two with women, but
They all do that, bro. They all have
he's had a
families in
few.
different
Yeah,
cities.
If you look it up, you can see.
I know.
Like,
Like, how could you not? Like, you're LeBron.
Right.
Seriously.
so hot.
I mean, LeBron can
But
probably.
yeah,
I
at that
guarantee there's
age, no, no.
thousands of people texting him nonstop.
Women constantly just.
LeBron can. I mean, you can only say no so many times, right? Before you break. I don't have that problem, so I don't know.
When you're
but-
that famous, who fucking knows? Because we're not there.
3,000 miles from home, like
Just
blowjob
everyone's
sounds
throwing it
pretty
at you.
fucking
Like,
sweet
dude,
right
dude,
now.
You don't think that there's
He's
some
always on the
actor- no.
very wrong side of some hot take. I don't like him as a person, but I mean,
There
he's
are-
good.
there
I don't
are-
like watching him play either. That's the other weird thing. I hate the way he
Yeah, I
plays.
don't like the way.
Dude,
I'd
Never
much rather
liked
watch-
it.
I'd much rather. I'm more impressed by Steph Curry than I am by LeBron James.
Yeah, I hate
Same.
him and watching Chris Paul. I think he's the worst player I've ever seen, but he's so good. Like people can't cover him for some
You know, I
reason.
don't like watching KD
He is
either.
Not good. KD's more fun to watch,
His
but
legs are so skinny. It's just weird.
Do we have a
watch
guess on
basketball.
who Lana Rhodes' baby daddy is?
Oh, it's
Blake Griffin or Kevin
Blake
Durant?
Griffin, I think. I think it's Blake
Well,
Griffin.
she straight up said it was not KD today. I think she came out.
It doesn't look. It's
Dude, that
too.
baby's
It's
white.
too mixed.
That baby's
Yeah.
what's the
white.
girl's
It's definitely
name?
Blake Griffin.
Lana Rhodes,
It's
porn
Blake
star.
Griffin's.
Ex-porn star, excuse me.
She's okay. She's
Well, no,
she's
she was-
pretty.
I don't think you get to be an export
It's like,
star.
it's like a Marine. Once a Marine, once a porn star, always a porn
It's
star.
kind of always up there,
Yeah,
bro.
it's out there.
Might
It's
have seen one the other day. Don't
It's
know.
crazy too because
Yeah,
these
you-
girls are only in
whether
the
you think you or
business for
not,
like
you're
8 or
still a
9
porn
months. Like, so she came out. There's an interview. She came out
Oh, she came
a lot,
out.
but she was only in the business for 8 months. And
That's it?
Filmed
Hold on,
two.
hold on. She was only in it for 8 months.
8 months.
This whole time.
Dude, she stopped years
Oh
ago.
my god, it's everywhere. Dude, you see new
She
videos all the
You
time.
think you're not a porn star, but you're still a porn star.
That doesn't bother me as much then because we know plenty of people that went through a phase.
In 8 months, she filmed 250
Didn't
scenes.
film it. That's crazy.
I can't do the math on that, but it sounds like
But
one
why-
a day, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah,
Why is prostitution illegal when you could just film it and sell it? Same thing.
it still has to be legal to film it and sell it in your area. You can't make porn in Maryland.
That's why
I
they,
know,
they
but why
make
is
it
the
all in
prostitution
the
legal in those
Valley
areas?
in California.
Huh?
Why is prostitution legal in those areas?
Yeah, but Lana Rhodes is worth
I don't know.
$24 million for 8 months worth of work.
And how much is Mike Maljack worth?
Wasn't he dating her?
Yeah, he was the one that was dating her for a long time. He's the one that boosted her out
Yeah.
of basically porn. Because he's on the Jake Paul.
What's he famous
podcast
for
now.
now?
What is she
Impulsive.
famous for now?
Just being famous?
Well,
I think
no,
she has a podcast.
she has a
on, like,
podcast now,
YouTube.
and people still watch her. That's the thing. She has like a little nice legacy.
She
behind
probably
her.
has an OnlyFans. She
She
has
has
to.
residual income.
Yep, off of porn.
And
Mike
but
is only
she
worth 1.5.
but she said
Yep, he has like a book,
But she
and he's
said-
on a podcast.
she said porn should be made illegal. She thinks it's bad.
It's pretty bad.
I mean,
It's
it is
bad.
bad.
I mean, I watch
it's-
it sometimes, and I'm always just like, God, this sucks.
I watched a pod. well, This doesn't. We can. I don't. I watched a podcast today that talked about like the dopamine, like the spike and the drop you get.
Oh,
after watching.
yeah.
Sure.
But that's like anything. Like if you do bungee jumping, right? You do
Dude,
any of these
a-
extreme
It
activities.
ruins
Dude,
your
every time you
relationship.
eat a
can
cookie,
help.
it does. Your
ruins
brain does
your
that.
But the
relationship.
worst part about it though is like kids are doing it younger now, and it's way worse than it was.
Yeah,
Like,
we had to work for that shit,
yeah,
dude.
like
the next, yeah.
Did the Victoria's
You
Secret
gotta go to
catalog
the
come
hotspot
yet?
in Golden Beach down by the thing where someone may have left like a Rain Dawn magazine or something.
Right, yeah.
the next round of like relationships generation or whatever, like they're gonna be kind of screwy. Like it's gonna be weird. Like I don't know.
These dudes are gonna expect so much out of their sex life, and they're gonna be
Look,
so
suicides
disappointed.
are on the rise. I saw it today, first time ever on the mainstream like media. Like it actually reported young suicides are on the rise. And it's like, yeah, dude, they have so much pressure to be
Perfect.
not little kids.
Yeah.
They have so much pressure.
And when
to
you're
be,
left out, you see it. It's not like
but
you don't see
but
it
like
anymore.
what everyone complains like, oh, that's because they're trans or that's like that could not be more accepted than it is now. Oh yeah. So like, let's not blame it on that.
For the most part, mate.
Well, dude, people are killing themselves because they have no idea how they're supposed to act. I think they're just like,
I mean, I think back with my brain when I was growing up. I don't know how I would deal with a lot of that. I would be kind of insane trying to deal with it.
that's why they kill
Trying to
themselves.
manage
They
it.
just give
Like,
up.
It's
They're like, dude,
terrifying
this
for me
is-
personally with Felix.
Yeah.
You gotta pray they find someone that's normal, sane.
Yeah, well, you have a big hand
Has
in
good
that.
parents.
That's why there's things called arranged marriages. That sounds so dumb until you're like, wait a second, my kid, I need to find them a good mate. I need to be a part of it.
Nah, it's still crazy, Jake. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
saying
weird,
arranged
bro.
marriages,
No,
but
no,
I'm
no,
saying
yeah.
like you can lead them.
No, but it's cool to talk
Where
about
you
with
want them to go.
society. Like that's why society goes certain ways. Marriage in particular.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for kids now. I know, like
I don't feel bad for none of that.
I do.
I do.
I
the
fucking
whole
do.
generation of kids are just effed up
Like,
right
It
now.
started with us. As soon as we got broadband internet, it started.
I mean, there's something. I watched something again that said, the late '90s or 2000s was the golden era. There's something to
Oh, we
that.
lived through
Like,
a good. We lived through
Oh.
a good
It
time.
was. You
We
were
didn't
still. You had a little bit of access to things, but you were forced to go and be a kid.
Right.
Life was,
You,
life
you
was
could
pretty
still
good.
go outside.
Yeah.
Like I rode a bike nonstop as a kid.
Yeah,
You know,
dude.
like kids don't do that anymore.
Went out in the woods, bro. Went out in the
When
woods.
I
Starting
lived,
fires in the woods, eating hot
I played
dogs,
basketball
like-
with every kid in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But,
every
but
day.
it didn't seem like there was a
Giant
bunch of freaks
football
out there
games,
either.
John
like,
Farley,
like
H.G.
now, it seems like
Jones.
there's like bad people out there
The
everywhere.
Dahmer series says otherwise.
I mean, dude, those are such small percentages.
Snippets, dude.
It's like the fringe people, weird ass.
I know there's, but not really. There's a lot of bad people out there now. Like when we were little, we would walk down the street.
More of it.
Well, I
I
think
know.
there's more copycat now. Like like, oh, I think I might be in. Like you just said, the
No,
Dahmer effect.
Dahmer's just way closer now than he ever was because of internet, because of this, or any other murderer or whatever. They're always just closer because we see them. Like you wouldn't see it. It would be reported in that area. You would have never really seen it back in the day.
I think there is.
Now
I
it's
think
just
there is an
everything.
effect though of knowing what other people do and think maybe I like that too. And there is
I
there's
know.
some type of
I know.
residual from that.
Absolutely.
What that number is, I have no
but
idea.
then again, how did Dahmer get it? because he didn't have that stuff. It's just naturally
know,
in us. I think we are kind of gross beings just naturally.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we all have like some sin that we're better
Yes.
at doing. Like for instance, let's just say
Talk about
I
your
was
sin.
a murderer. No,
Talk about
say
your
I
sin,
had
dog?
like a I can't think of the right word for it, but like I have a little bit of like a thing. Like I could kill somebody.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
just kinda
maybe.
like
Like
yeah.
I could do it.
Yeah.
But
I don't like.
if I
believe him.
but if I did it, it would be wrong.
Right. So you don't
know,
you don't think about it anymore.
I'm
it's
trying to
gone.
think of the right word. Like a
Fetish?
not a fetish, but like a
Like guilty pleasure?
We
No,
talked about
not a
it.
guilty
Intrusive
pleasure.
thought, kind of.
Yeah,
Intrusive
sort of like
thoughts over and over and over and over.
Like murderers, they're not murderers until they kill somebody, but you know they thought about it 100 times. There's
The
also a lot of
impulse.
people that think about killing people all the time that never do it. They're not murderers.
People
But
think-
they could be.
People think about doing terrible things all the time.
I know.
We're all
They
guilty
act
of
And a
that.
lot of them
that
keep it to
impulse.
themselves. Like,
Doesn't make us angels for not doing it either.
everybody thinks that.
It does. You're not supposed to do that. That's
Well, yeah.
where discipline comes
But that's
in.
common sense too.
I think
cannot
you
think
are.
of
I
that.
mean, if you take it to like a smaller level, like how many times is like just men you've seen other women, and you're like, oh, you think a thought, you don't act on those thoughts, but you're
Right.
thinking it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know. That's the difference between like, a good society and one that's lawless and out of control. You have to have impulse control. You
To
have to.
Australia.
Exactly. I think naturally we're just kind of shitty, and
Yeah, I
a
cannot
lot of
think of
people
the-
let it win. A lot of people fight it.
But
fight
each
it.
of us have different
And then-
things.
But there's naturally good people, great
maybe,
people.
maybe murder was a little strong. Maybe
Well, yeah.
like lying or stealing.
Mine, I think,
But I mean, like I have a little bit of an inclination to like steal.
no,
Maybe.
I stole a lot when I was younger.
Yeah.
I didn't have no money. I stole a lot
like how
from
young?
Wawa and stuff.
How young?
I stole
Like
so many.
25, 26.
No, 16, 17, 18.
Really?
19. Oh, yeah. I used to steal from Wawa.
I remember you telling me
shit.
that. I was like, bro, you're stealing from Wawa?
Oh,
Dude.
yeah.
When I lived in Wildwood the first time,
This is wild.
Why is that wild?
this was
I just never.
This was
I
before-
never,
My
I
parents
never
weren't even
stole.
in town, bro.
so-
At 17, I was just
Oh, I'm not
alone.
saying. I'm just saying as well. Like,
So
I never
now-
thought
Tell
of
that story, Brent. I want to hear.
so now Wawa knows if you paid for your sandwich or not.
Yeah.
Not very long ago, they didn't.
Exactly.
I would put that fucking
Yeah.
ticket in my pocket,
But, bro-
buy a drink, circle back around, grab that meatball sub,
Dang.
and
So
out.
you're the
Did it
reason they had to change the policy.
every weekend, bro.
But to me, as a
just
season,
never did
hold on.
that. Never did that.
As like a guy that kind of enjoyed it, it was like that was like baby shit. Like that was
Yeah.
nothing. That was like, oh, you,
Okay, what's the biggest thing you ever stole?
dude. I've stolen. Oh,
Video games from Target.
I don't actually. I can't say.
Okay, all right.
Video games from Target.
It was.
You stole video games from
No, Mike did when he worked there.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption, the first one. Because I worked there, and so what I did
'Cause I
was
worked there.
So we
They owed me.
randomly. No. I'm just saying
probably-
that's how
this is
you.
getting cut
You know
out.
how
That's how you
the
justify that
electronics
shit.
is like the electronics is like inaccessible, basically.
Yeah.
So they finally one day needed help in that area.
Finally,
so we're
he's like,
stuck. I'm like,
yes.
oh,
Mike got a key to the cage.
We about to get a cage. So I get this box of stuff. I'm like,
We about to
woo.
get a
I open it up like, well, I'm putting most of this away. And I actually just slipped one under a pillow that was right like the next aisle over.
Oh my gosh.
I slipped it under the pillow, worked the rest of the day, walked towards the front. I was like, I forgot something. And I went to the bathroom and the back through the back push doors, grabbed it between walking back there, put it in my pants in the back in the bathroom. I grabbed it as I was walking to the bathroom.
How fast was your heart beating?
Dude, not hard.
Really?
Nah, it was nothing. And then I popped it in my
See,
pants,
he has a natural like
popped
inclination
it in my
to
pants in
steal.
the bathroom,
Yeah.
then left for the day, talking, seeing everybody on the way out.
Hold on.
If we all acted on our impulses, the world would be.
How many times
destroyed.
as an adult, I haven't done this recently, but how many times as an adult have you been to the grocery store and had something on the bottom of the cart
Nah,
and just maybe left
never.
it there and walked out
Never
with
done
it?
that.
Dude, I'm
All the
Never.
time.
I'll be
if
honest.
they don't notice what's on the bottom of my cart, it's free.
Brent. So honestly, I'll be honest with you about most things.
Wow.
12-pack soda, case of water.
I'm completely
It's mine.
I'm completely the opposite now. Like there's I don't steal. I'm not stealing nothing.
I haven't done
I
that.
didn't want people to think that like I'm. Yeah.
It's like I haven't done this since last weekend.
No, dude. I'm talking like many moons. But
At
when
least
you're
30 of them.
Can I-
but when you're kind of broke and you're like,
yeah.
I'm not paying for
Well,
this.
I wasn't allowed to buy certain things when I was younger, so I used to take them from the Christian bookstore.
Oh yeah, the CDs, and shit.
CDs.
Yeah.
Bro, so many CDs. Like
Dude,
unreal.
I know you don't like Whistling, or I don't know if you like him. You
Whistling?
don't watch Whistling Diesel on YouTube. He's hilarious.
Dude, so many CDs.
But he got robbed, and then he found the guy that robbed him, and he has it all on film, and it's pretty
Was it
funny.
a dirt bike?
It's worth watching. Nah, it's still like some compound bows and stuff like that.
Over
worth
under 50 items stolen in your life.
Oh, way
way
under.
over.
Way,
Way
oh,
over.
I'm way under that. Way under. That's
Over.
ridiculous.
That's 50 CDs from the Christian bookstore.
Oh, shut up.
No, yeah, easily.
What
Dude,
CDs did you want from there? They have like 3
Dude,
DC Talk,
MXPX, my first favorite band.
MXPX, DC Talk, and
Dogwood, Reliant K was in there.
Ooh.
Dude, there were so many first bands that I found there that I never had money for.
I will
And
say
I
this.
found them there and I stole them because I couldn't buy them.
When I first started working for Pepsi and I'd
not proud of
be
it,
in like the
but-
same grocery store for
I
like
had
2 or 3
cargo pants,
hours,
dog.
I would make a lap through like the front, grab a candy bar and a soda, and just keep on trucking it.
Yeah.
And
I got-
I'm working in here for
Dude, I got ballsy sometimes with the CDs. Like I had the cargo pants one time. I'm like, this is a big day. I had like 3 in each pocket, like CDs.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
Tons.
that's white privilege
It's a
right there.
big
I
day.
can't tell
White
you.
privilege.
Hold on.
White privilege.
No, that's just.
How's it
Look,
white
I'm not even
privilege to
white.
It's a
steal?
Christian
If you- if he was-
bookstore.
if he was a
Everybody
black boy
steals.
inside, excuse, sir.
He's not even white.
I've donated enough.
And the
back.
black kid
I-
would have also had stolen stuff in his pockets, probably.
I've given enough back, and
It would have
honestly,
been legit.
I'm so completely opposite of that now. But like, the back then, yeah, I used to just steal all the time.
Yeah,
I think-
stealing other people's property is
It's
terrible.
trash.
Especially like
I hate it.
a
I've never
working man.
stole- I've
From
never
a big
s-
store, it's like, whatever.
I've
But
definitely
stole
never
from
stole from a
friends.
working
person.
man,
No,
that's,
I've never-
that's,
no,
that's
same.
wrong.
I've never stole from like friends.
We had 2
or-
dirt bikes stolen from us on Off H
Like,
Church
that's
Road. That
crazy,
was
dude.
a dagger. Because, like, my brother had his dirt bike stolen that he saved up for years.
Yeah,
and
that's awful.
it ended everything for like several other years. My
As they're
dad's dirt
friends-
bike
as
and
they're
Matt's dirt
friends
bike
with Mike Miller
stolen.
talking about this on.
Mike, he couldn't push that new dirt
fuck
bike
no.
out of the way. They stole the dirt bikes right out of our shed.
That's
Yeah.
people that knew that you had them,
Yeah.
knew how to handle them.
Yeah.
You probably knew them.
Dude, it was, I know. And we still don't
Probably
know.
somebody from your
You
church.
can't blame anybody.
Terrible.
I don't think it's anybody from our church.
Terrible.
You don't know that.
Nah, it's definitely somebody.
You
that
had to
used
have a way
check.
to like sell them and stuff, and they weren't very smart.
Dark web.
Yeah, dude, dark web. Tour.
Nah, but stealing is trash.
I
Totally-
have to give y'all a little
Totally
tutorial
against it
on
now.
that.
I don't know the last thing I stole. Got any ideas?
Brent knows last thing he stole.
No, I
His
don't.
toilet paper last night is on the bottom rack.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was
no,
on the
no,
bottom
no.
rack. Anything on the bottom rack with Brent.
Hey, you do it one time, you're like, oh, I forgot to pay for this, and but wait a minute, they forgot to look.
I stole a piece of, not a piece. I stole a pack
Pizza?
of bubble gum when I was like 8. My mom found out, made me go back
You
to the
didn't
store.
steal nothing else since then?
No, she sent me back in the store and said,
Jake, you ain't stolen nothing else? I just
Oh,
admitted a lot.
I already said what I stole before a long time ago. I stole baseball cards from James Palmer, and
Sorry, buddy.
it was like Ed Sprague.
Why did you steal this from him?
I don't know. I gave him back.
I
I
like how
gave
you
him
still
back.
remember the people.
It was the
When did you
catcher.
give
It
him
was like a
back?
good catcher for the Blue Jays.
When did you give him back?
Like that day, dude. I felt so bad. I was like, dude, I stole your baseball cards.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know what
I
came
think it was
over
Ed
me.
Sprague. Remember him? Was he a player?
No.
Did I just come up with
No
that?
idea who
Jack
that is.
Sprague was a race car driver.
Jared was a race car driver.
Ed
Potato,
Sprague.
potato,
It was
potato.
like it was a really good catcher for the I think it was the Blue Jays back in
Oh!
the day.
Now that you say
Dude,
that,
Ed Sprague.
a zero idea. Felix now has.
Yes.
Felix has a great grandpa, which is Chick's dad.
Yeah.
Actually pitched a
Yes,
no
that's
hitter
right.
before in the MLB.
That's tight.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
Chet's dad?
Chet's
Chet's
grandfather.
Okay.
Name
That's
I'll
ridiculous.
look it. I'll get it to you.
something.
It's
Gag
Like,
actually
this guy
in the
played
newspaper.
from 91 to 2001. Ed
Like
Sprague,
Babe
man.
Ruth's on the same page of the.
That was silly.
Of it.
That's tight.
It's
Oh,
nuts.
he played at Babe Ruth era?
Yeah, pitched a no hitter.
Wow.
So it's in his blood, bro.
Dude,
He's gonna be
that's
throwing
He could
balls.
be, dude, he could be Jim Abbott.
There's
He
a
could be.
lot of
He could
players
be.
that
Jim Abbott only had one hand.
Dude, he's got a good arm.
one good arm.
That's funny. It's a good
So
one.
ridiculous.
Dude,
All right.
yeah,
Oh,
we'll
yeah,
talk about this-
yeah, go,
we'll
go.
talk about this later. Go ahead.
No,
Go
what
ahead.
were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say Aubrey, has got a cast again. And
Oh, she's like thinking about it.
well, she can only use her thumb
Yeah.
on one hand because it covers all of her fingers.
Yeah.
So I was like, is it hard? Like I've been thinking about is
Yeah.
it hard to do stuff? She's like, yeah, but I figured it out the last couple of weeks, and she just figures it out, and it's just like,
Yeah.
that's what it's like.
You just
figure it out.
manage.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have to go through that part.
yeah.
Although it was tough the other day because I was letting him draw with a marker on a marker board, right? And he traces these predetermined lines on this stuff he's learning with how to draw, and it's like the easiest thing. It was just taking the marker off, the top off. It's one of those
Right.
ones that was a little on there, pretty good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, stick it on your knobby, pull. He's doing it, and like it just keeps slipping out. You can't quite do it. Doesn't have enough tension. Doesn't have enough
Right.
pull. And I'm like, all right, well, step on it and pull it. Like we're dealing with just taking this top off over and just going.
Yeah.
I'm like, step on it.
That's crazy.
I know. Step on it and pull it. He's like, slips out. He can't he just doesn't have the attention, doesn't understand. Eventually, he just somehow like knocks it off, and it flies off, and he's good to go. But it's like, don't take it off, Mike. Don't take it off. Let him figure out. Don't take it off. I just walked out of the room. I was like, I can't watch. And I came back and I was off.
Well, I like how you tried to help him figure it out.
Right. But
how he would do it.
But didn't do it for him.
No, I was like,
that's
put it here.
tight.
Put it here. Because he understands now. It's like at that age where it's like finally tight. You could talk to him and shit.
Yeah.
Awesome. You guys obviously know that, but.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, she listens to you. Trudy listens to you.
She's all right.
There was one point she didn't listen, right? And then one day you were like, go outside, bitch. She was like, all right.
Oh, yeah. Gonna get her a little buddy here soon.
Oh yeah, you are getting another wiener dog. A wiener dog. He doesn't want to
You
try
didn't
out
like
any
that
other
video I
dogs.
sent you.
For a little bit. Adios.
I'm gonna like him slow. 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 I'm gonna like him slow.